The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
Good evening from Ishmael Stadium, Lafayette High School, Lexington, Kentucky. Joe Cox and Cisco Bryan bringing you Central Kentucky Football Friday. First round of the playoffs. Couple of 6A Lexington foes. Played each other a lot over the years. A big one tonight for the Lafayette Generals' first home playoff game in a good many years, Cisco. And for Bryan Station, it's been a high standard, they said, under Coach Phil Hawkins, new coach J.T. Haskins, trying to keep that up. Two teams with 5 wins, two teams with a lot of upward mobility tonight, trying to keep their season alive.
You said it right on the point. And the biggest thing is right now, it's a lot of good athletes out here. Offensive line, D-line. So it should be a very interesting, I think it should be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, absolutely. Got some guys out on the edge who can make some plays, make it a track meet, which then brings that onus back to the middle of the field, to those big guys. Who's going to contain who, and who's going to create the time and the space for those big play guys out on the edge to razzle and dazzle a little bit.
Right, and so that's going to put a lot of pressure on both teams' defense. You know, you got to make tackles because they will slip, like you just said, razzle and dazzle you a little bit on that edge. So it's going to be quite interesting.
Absolutely will be. And before we go any further, a look at tonight's weather forecast. That is presented by Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. You didn't need a pool today, unfortunately, but settling into some nice weather here. High 50s, going to be cloudy, very humid out there. A little bit of a breeze, but the ugly stuff, Cisco, should be done. It was a rainy day here, but checked out that track on the way in, and you wouldn't know it from the condition of that field. It should be ready to go.
Right, because I actually walked on the field as well, see it was a little soft, but no, it holds very well. So like you said, it should be a pretty fast track.
Absolutely. Looking forward to a good one tonight. Lafayette and Bryan Station. We're going to take a break here from our sponsors. On the other side, some pregame thoughts from Bryan Station Defenders coach J.T. Haskins. Lafayette and Bryan Station coming up on Glycon.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Joe Cox catching up with Coach J.T. Haskins, the Bryan Station Defenders, ahead of this first-round matchup with Lafayette. Coach, first question for you. You got a good win last week and did something different at quarterback. What's the situation at that spot tonight?
Well, we just went with a hot hand that we figured that could get the job done going into South Oldham. And we know leading into the playoffs, we want to be pushing on all cylinders, as it would be. So we just threw Jordan in at quarterback, and he had a heck of a game. I think he threw for like 205 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he ran for 1, and he also had an interception. So we have not given up on CJ. You know, as the season continues to go and we get deeper in the playoffs, hopefully we can put Jordy back at receiver and have CJ continue his success that he's had so far this year.
Now, the other thing about Jordan, of course, great defensive back, and that seems to be a strength of your program. You've got a very good secondary, some guys who are some ball hawks. You've been preaching turnovers this week to try to get some big plays out of those DBs?
Yeah, we know Jordy is a natural-born leader, and when he went down early in the season, you can tell the team morale was kind of off a little bit, but as soon as he came back, it seems like everyone is contributing and playing to all the best of their abilities. So, like I said, we're happy to have him back in the lineup because he's been out for 4 or 5 games this year, so I think we're going to look to put on a good show tonight.
Offensively, you got some skill position guys out there on the edge. Just a matter of getting them the ball. You got some good stuff cooked up on that front?
Oh, yeah, we definitely going to get the ball to number 4, Kamani Barber, who was Mr. Electricity for us.
Yeah.
Braden Payne is another also electricity guy. Michael Sands, Braden Wilson. I could keep going. The list goes on and on and on. And without just changing the quarterback, you know, he makes great decisions. So if you're open, he's going to find you. So, and our running back, backfield, Avery Johnson and Kerwin Montgomery, and along with Raymond Young, we got talent all over. We just find a way to put it all together, and once we do, we're going to be dangerous.
So first playoff game, and you go on the road. What's been the message this week? What are you really emphasizing tonight?
Play one play at a time. One play at a time, and everything else will take care of itself. We know what the playoff indication means, win or go home. So we're just going to come out and play our all on one play at a time.
Coach Haskins ready for a good one. Lafayette and Bryan Station coming up here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Lafayette. Bryan Station and Lafayette coming up. We heard Coach Haskins. 5 wins for Bryan Station, but Cisco a dangerous team, a team with some guys who are as good as anybody. Again, the magic words here, if they can get the ball and get out in space, that's the mantra I think tonight you got to be thinking about.
Well, it's got to be major because they do have a lot of talent everywhere. They got running backs, they got receivers, they got athletes doing this, that. Barbara leads the pack with Haskins as well. But with that said, is the biggest thing is they got to make the big plays, and it should be interesting to watch.
Well, and of course, the question, I kind of gently asked it. Coach Haskins didn't want to tip his hand too much. A week ago, he went with his son, Jordan Haskins, who's an outstanding safety. He played quarterback. To say that it went pretty well would be an understatement. 13 of 19, 204 yards, 3 touchdowns. Colson Carpenter has been the starter there for much of the season. 877 yards, 9 touchdowns, 8 picks. But there could really be a situation where you say, you know what, Jordan Haskins gives us a little bit of a higher ceiling on offense. And while he was careful to say, I'm not abandoning Carpenter, I think we'll see some more Haskins at quarterback tonight, don't you?
Right, because he basically said he was not, abandoning him at all at quarterback. But Haskins brings in, he was a middle school quarterback at Leestown. He did very well, led them to a championship. Beat my middle school team in a championship game. We're not going to go down that way. But so with that said, it should be outstanding to find out if he does that dual, one go in and one come out, or just let him do series.
My man Cisco Bryan, he holds no grudges, but he doesn't forget either. So with that in mind, talk about tonight's keys to the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts, availability, and unmatched service. Appreciate our friends down at Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. The recent series history here, this is really one that's gone Bryan Station's way. But then Lafayette's been down. This is their first home playoff game in a while. This is a chance, I think, for them to kind of have a changing of the guard moment, and that's got to be a big deal tonight.
Right. Well, Coach Lawson is looking to get his a big win in the playoffs. Last year came up a little short, but he's done a fantastic job since he's been here at Lafayette, and he's got them ready. They look like they are right on suit, and it should be a very good game.
Absolutely. The big play, I think, is undoubtedly going to be a key tonight. We talked about both of these teams have guys who can get up and down the field. And Kamani Barber is a big play magnet for Bryan Station. But Lafayette's got some guys, too, out there. Colton Coleman, Cale Locklear, a couple of excellent receivers. And then a guy, I'll tip my hand a little bit. I had to ask Coach Lawson about him as probably my favorite high school player I've seen this season, Jackson Grants, because Jackson Grants, he does everything. He catches passes. He's their top tackler. He's a very good kicker. He can punt. He does everything, and they'll undoubtedly need him to do everything tonight if they're going to pull what I would call probably a pretty decent upset here.
Right, and with that said is, his nickname is Superman because he does fly, he does run, he does jump, so he does it all. So it's quite a bit of action that he does. And like I said, Bryan Station's got that kind of guy as well on the other side.
Yeah, the Generals undoubtedly trying to be solid defensively, stop the run, and then we said getting the ball out to those playmakers could make all the difference. And Kondo having a good season. He's right under
Yeah.
2,000 yards. I think they've been pretty pleased with the way that he's played, and he'll be key tonight as well at quarterback for Lafayette.
Well, he's done a great job because the first time you and I, Joe, did this game, he was just starting for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's enveloped and got better and better. He understands the system a little bit better. And plus he can run and throw as well. He's very talented.
Should be a good matchup this broadcast tonight. It's copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the KHSAA and Glycod are prohibited. We're going to step aside, and on the other side of this break, some pregame words from the head man of the Lafayette Generals, John Lawson. Bryan Station in Lafayette coming up here on Glycod.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Joe Cox catching up with Coach John Lawson ahead of Lafayette General's first-round playoff battle with Bryan Station. Coach, saw you guys in week 1, and that was a tough one, but the good news is plenty of success since then. 5 wins and counting, a home playoff game. How are you feeling about the trajectory of the General's season to this point? What are you looking for out of them in this playoff matchup?
I'm really excited about the direction we're going. I mean, we've tended to bounce back after every loss this year and played very well at those very next games. I'm hoping that the mentality and the effort and attitude continues to move forward in that direction. We're excited also to, be 2 years in a row after having a drought for 7-8 years to get a home playoff game, which shows the consistency of where this team and this program is going. And we just got to keep building on just execution. I mean, just the struggles of having a first-year quarterback every year is always tough because by the time they really learn and figure things out for the most part, the season's kind of sliding away from you. But when he's on, and I have some dudes out there that can make some plays, and we just got to get them the ball and play really, really hard tomorrow.
Yeah, you already mentioned him. The next guy on my list to talk about, Gio Kondo, the quarterback, right at 2,000 yards, 21 touchdowns on the season. He does have some playmakers, and he's doing a good job spreading it around. What do you really look to him for in this game, Coach?
Just consistent leadership. Sometimes, we get out there and we'll make some plays, and we see a little dip in how we handle things, the adversity on the other side of that. We just have to be consistent on how we handle things. And he has to continue to believe in himself and the system, which most of the time I think happens. And, we really have to trust each other moving forward. And, again, he's done a fantastic job this year being a first-year quarterback, putting up the numbers he has. And like I said, we have guys that can make plays. We just got to give them the ball. And if we can establish that, get them the ball, we'll make some plays. And it's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the guys I can't let you off without asking about one of my favorite players I've seen all season. I'm going to call him Slash because he plays so many positions. It's this slash that. Jackson Grants catches the ball, leads the team in tackles, great kicker, great punter. I think I said in week 1 he did everything except sell popcorn. I don't think you're going to have him selling any popcorn, but Jackson, one of my favorite players all season. What does he bring to the table for you guys, Coach?
Well, first of all, he brings leadership beyond no other player that we have on his team. He's that guy that will always step up and do what he needs to do. And he leads on and off the field. People don't know genuinely how great of a young man he really is. And I'm privileged to coach him and just even be a part of his life. And that's just outside of football, okay? Talking more about football, he's a guy that just does everything. Again, I will say it 1,000 times, he's Superman. And he will handle things in every aspect of the game, and he'll make sure that he responds in the right way and keep the team going in the right direction. But we're a different team without him, but I'm glad to have him tomorrow night because I know he's going to impact the game at some point to help us out. And again, I'm looking forward to what we're going to do.
Absolutely, should be a good one. Lafayette and Bryan Station coming up here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
And other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Joe Cox and Cisco Bryan back here at Lafayette. The home field Generals about to play on the Bryan Station Defenders. And before we go any further, tonight's game plan is built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. The right decision for your home. Cisco, let's put on that coaching hat. Let's get all the wisdom that comes with that. And tell me about the Defenders. What are you thinking about tonight for Bryan Station?
Well, I look at the Defenders. Their biggest thing is the turnover battle. Mm-hmm. To win the turnover battle, cut penalties down, and create explosive plays with their running backs.
Sure.
I figured that's a big game plan for them, is the key to winning.
Absolutely, and certainly Kamani Barber is going to be out there at a lot of spots, but wherever he is, don't blink when number 4 is in your picture because he could do something special at any second.
At any second, and he does very well. And defensively, he makes great tackles as well.
And obviously it's going to be key for the Defenders to do a good job in the late downs. You know, you get in this part of the season converting third downs, keeping the other team from converting third downs. Third and fourth downs obviously are always a key, but particularly in the playoffs.
Well, that's what it's all about, third and fourth down, and that's one of the big game plans for Bryan Station as well.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about Lafayette a little bit. What is on your mind game plan-wise for the Generals? What do you think?
Well, the Generals' biggest thing is the reverse, and that is stop their running backs. Mm-hmm. Their defense is going to have to come up and make some big plays. And then also I think to help them win, my personal thing, they've got to get their passing attack. Because they've got 2 good receivers out there, and then plus they got, Superman himself who can scat back. And that's the biggest game plan for them, is to get their receivers involved.
And it is a big deal. I mean, we talk about running the football, but in this day and age, a lot of people, you hit those little short, safe passes. It works just the same as a run. Helps you keep the clock moving, keep control of the ball, get control
and stay in front of the chains.
Yeah. So that could work in a couple of different ways. We're going to step aside for one more break, but we'll be back on the other side to bring you the kickoff. Coming up here on Glycod, Lafayette and Bryan Station, round 1 of the playoffs tonight.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Sun Time Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football.
Counted down to kickoff. Unfortunately, we haven't had one final break, so we'll have to break away soon. But the teams have entered the field. And, you know, Cisco, I feel fortunate that we're getting this one in as it was scheduled because the weather situation made this a little tenuous. There were 36 games played yesterday, some of that by design, but some of it not. So.
Yeah, they was looking to the future of the weather because it did say thunderstorms at this time. There's no question about it. So we've been very fortunate.
But it's all clear now, and on the other side of this break, we will be ready for kickoff. Lafayette and Bryan Station coming up here on Glycod.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football.
And we're back. Bryan Station and Lafayette. Bryan Station is going to receive the football to open the game. Kamani Barber, Braden Payne back deep to return it. Barber again is number 4. He is lightning in a bottle. Keep an eye on him, folks. He's on the right side of this return formation. Jackson Grants, Mr. Slash himself, will kick it off to open the game.
So Lafayette actually won the toss and elected to defer to the second half.
Always like to make that call. You know, that seems wise. We'll see how it works tonight.
Yeah, Lawson's the defensive guy, and that's what we do. Put the defense out there first.
Like the ball out of halftime, too. If it's a competitive game, it can be a big advantage. Grants to boot it, and he does. And Barber grabs it at the 2. Here he comes. Barber's a big play man, but he's tracked down pretty well this time by the Generals, and down at about the 24-yard line, that's where Bryan Station will take over. Now, again, keep an eye on that quarterback situation. C.J. Carpenter, he's been the starter much of the season. He wears 17. Jordan Haskins is number 3, so keep an eye on that. Nick Logan on the tackle for Lafayette there on that first snap.
And it looked like he had a crease, but Logan closed that crease very fast, So we'll find out who at quarterback.
Yeah. Looks like it's Mr. Haskins.
It is Mr. Haskins at quarterback.
He's in the gun with Avery Johnson beside him. 2 receivers each way. So Jordan Haskins saw extended action last week. First time all season. But the junior is behind center here in the playoffs.
It's nice seeing him out on the field. He's been hurt about 4 weeks to 5 weeks, so he's going to let it
Play
swing
fake,
on the
deep
first
throw,
play.
got a man, but he overshot it, incomplete. Aggressive first play, tried to get one to Kamani Barber, but Lafayette covered that one pretty well.
Very well. They was looking for it, but he had him open. He had a step on him, but it is, like I was saying, it's very nice to have Haskins out on the field. He got a high ankle sprain or hamstrings, one of the two, and he was gone for like 3 to 4 weeks.
Certainly puts a cramp on them offensively and defensively. He's an excellent safety, maybe a little better known on that side of the ball, but he's an athlete.
Very much.
Same formation, 2nd and 10. Haskins going to keep it, takes his time, and doesn't find much there. Maybe he takes it out to the 26, so short yardage.
Lafayette's defense stayed at home on that one. He tried to pump fake it to the receiver going low, and then the next thing you know, they closed down on him.
Makai Taylor on the tackle there, 3rd down, and call it a long 8. Ball's just across the 25. First down marker's up at the 34. Lafayette kicked off, trying to get a 3 and out. Haskins and the defenders want to get it rolling. Trips to the left, that's the open side. Haskins sets, pulls it down, runs, across the 25, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds, and you see it there. It's just a little bit different when he pulls down and takes off.
Very much so. And what happened is the end came up, and then Haskins went underneath of him and got that crease. You got to stay in your lanes at Lafayette on defense, or that's going to happen all night.
Darian Jones shoves him out, but a pickup of almost 19 yards and a first down for the defenders on this opening series. Same pistol look here. Avery Johnson is the deep back. He's only 5'4". And they give it to him, and Lafayette bottles him up pretty well. Nice play by the Generals up front. They're doing a good job so far in the middle.
Stopping those running backs, because we all know Bryan Station got quite a bit of Lawson back there.
Michael Miles on the tackle.
Very good job of getting off his block.
Call it a loss of 1. 2nd 11 at the 43. Got 2 backs in the backfield beside Haskins now. James Parks is in as a blocking back. He's even with Haskins. 2 receivers right. High snap over Haskins' head. Goes back and picks it up. Now can he do anything? No, he swarmed under inside the 20.
Well, that took a chance on that one, because normally you want him to fall on the ball. And he picked it up and tried to make something happen, but he got the ball back, and now we got 2nd and long.
Yeah, big loss there, 3rd down. Kendon Wilson.
3rd down.
Able to track him down. Yeah, like you, it looked for a second like once he corralled it, maybe he could sneak a pass out of there and get back to 3rd and 11, and that would have been an advantage over 3rd and 35, which is where we are.
So a little momentum there.
So the first down marker all the way down at the Lafayette 46. The ball is at Bryan Station's own 19.
Well, it looks like Lafayette's given basically a cover 4 look.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's got a zone area. And the 2 safeties, that looks like now they pushed it down to a cover 2.
Haskins hit.
And that's
as the pass is deflected. Boy, Lafayette was in the backfield about as quick as the football was. Really brought some heat, and that was going to be a short yardage one anyway, but Haskins never had a chance.
Not even close. They did a very good job of jumping, changing their coverage, and jumped to that cover 2, and he came off that edge.
Yaya Chenault able to get in there and get to Haskins. 4th and long punting situation.
Promising, ended up punting.
It's a low kick that's going to hit. Come across midfield, and then it hit the Lafayette player, and it's still loose, and Bryan Station's going to grab it. It's down where he grabs it.
Yeah, you cannot advance. It's a muff.
The official marks it at the 31, but that is still a massive break for Bryan Station. The return man, you got to get out of there when the ball's on the ground and live like that, and instead it's going to cost him a possession.
So right now the officials are talking about it. Now, did that ball hit Lafayette in the beginning, they still haven't made a decision.
The fact that they're marking it at the 31 seems to indicate. Yeah, it's going to be Bryan Station ball at the 31. Big mistake in the kicking game.
Well, that was one of the things that Bryan Station talked about. They wanted to win the turnover battle, and that's a +1 for them.
So after a rough first drive, here they come right back and in Lafayette territory. Haskins sets up with a back on either side. Both receivers to the right, the open side of the field. Haskins handed it off late and twisting his way down inside the 30-yard line, the back Kerwin Montgomery. Haskins held it and held it and held it, and he really wanted to keep it, but he eventually handed it off to Montgomery for a solid gain.
Montgomery did a very good job because normally you would squeeze it a little bit tighter, and next thing you know, that ball's on the ground. So that was, like you said, it was a very late give-off.
The play picked up 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. The 27. Two backs beside Haskins. Montgomery's still out there. He's 24 on Haskins' left. I think it's Johnson on the right. Can't pick up the number. Okay. Johnson's got it, and boy, Lafayette's all over it. Every time he's touched the ball, they have been ready for him.
Yeah, he tried to run a little stretch play out coming downhill, but like you said, Lafayette's D-line did a very good job coming down the line, which you are taught to do.
Kendon Wilson brings him down for a loss, takes it back to 3rd and 10 at the 31.
Big play right here for both sides of the ball.
After Lafayette had a special teams disaster, if you can get out of that unscathed, you got to come away feeling pretty lucky.
Very much so.
Potential 4-down territory if the defenders can, whittle into that 10 yards they need, but we'll see what happens on 3rd here with Haskins.
Twins to the top of with two backs in the backfield.
Yep. Haskins has got it, looks to throw, fires high and through his receiver's hands down at about the 27. That was a pretty good play to think about a 4th down conversion, because if he'd caught it, it would have gained at least 5 or 6, but it's incomplete, and now 4th and 10.
Very good call on the defensive side of the ball. Brought the outside linebacker, and they put pressure on Haskins right away and threw it high.
Tried to get it to Barber, unable to. May well go for it anyway because you're kind of in no man's land. It'd be a 48-yard field goal, and that's off the table and a little close to punt. So Haskins probably bringing in the next play. Here we go, 4th and 10. Barber and Braden Wilson wide to the right. Haskins rolls that way, sets his feet, got time, throws deep, and it's over everybody. And Lafayette holds. That's a big stand for the Generals.
That's 2 big stands for the defense for Lafayette. So Coach Lawson has got to be very, very proud of that. They kept the energy after getting the ball, not getting it on offense and having an opportunity to stop Bryan Station back-to-back series.
So here come the Generals on offense. A trigger man to watch for here. The quarterback, Jiho Kondo, number 9. He's a senior quarterback, a first-year starter, but he's had an excellent year. Again, almost 2,000 yards, 21 touchdowns. Spreads it around to a lot of guys. Number 11, Cole Locklear, and number 6, Colton Coleman are the 2 main ones to watch for. Trips right, but now Locklear comes across, settles back in. They run it, and nothing doing. Bryan Station not fooled whatsoever. Ethan Thomas was all over that one in the backfield.
Yeah, very good penetration up there. Had him before he got started. This is what we talked about in the beginning. Joe, has a lot to do with the defense making plays and making tackles, and thus far this is taking place.
2nd down and 16 after that loss. Back to the 25. Kondo. Hand it off, inside running, and not much there. Able to pick his way. The back gains about 2 yards. That's Harrison Stevens on the carry. Bring up a 3rd and long. Kalaji Bojang on the tackle for Bryan Station. He's their leading tackler, a name you'll probably hear a lot tonight.
A whole lot.
Third down and a chunk from the 27. Lafayette, their first offensive series. Kondo, they bring in heat. Kondo going to take a deep shot. He's got a man out there, but it's overthrown. Incomplete.
Yeah, he was blanketed. They had him figured out he was going to go deep, and the safety came over the top, and the cornerback was underneath him. So very good coverage, and so very good defense for Bryan Station on their first series.
It was Haskins rolling over at safety just in case. And now the dangerous Kamani Barber drops back to return a punt. Jackson Grants is the punter. Sets up from his own 27. Barber waiting back at his own 45. Grants has got it. Kicks a line drive that hits just shy of midfield, takes a favorable bounce, and then goes out of bounds down at a 44-yard line. So about a 33-yard kick with no return. And Bryan Station will get pretty good field position when they go back on the attack here.
Well, that was smart because we've seen him punt. He can punt.
Oh, yeah.
But he obviously was kicking it away from Barber to leave no doubt and let the defense see if they can make 3 consecutive stops.
You know he can kick it a lot farther than 33 yards, but you'll take that 33-yard net probably just about any time.
Well, when you're kicking it to Mr. Barber, you got to leave no doubt. Haskins is still at quarterback.
He is indeed. Got a wide out each way. Pistol look. Johnson behind him. Junior quarterback. High snap again. And he's going to have to pick it up. He does. And this time he's going to be swarmed under.
He fumbled
at the 25, and the ball looks to have come out.
Did they say he was down?
I'm guessing Bryan Station got back on. They did.
They did.
So problem number 1 here is going to be getting these snaps back to Jordan Haskins. Haskins is 6 feet tall. The other quarterback's 5'11", so there's no discrepancy there. They're just airballing a couple of snaps here.
Yeah, well, they said he was down because I didn't see the official throw a beanbag.
Okay.
So, but he did fumble it, but he was down.
Back to their own 25.
It looks like the snap is going to the right, Joe. It's not going over his head. It's like going left to right.
Kind of wide rather than high.
Yes.
Yeah. Second and 29. Haskins hands it off, run it on that left side, a nice little crease. And the back able to pick up about 5, but that's not going to harm Lafayette. They'll gladly give the 5 yards to Avery Johnson there.
Avery is their number 1 leading rusher with 396 coming in. They had a lot of guys with a lot of touches.
Yeah, there's plenty of athletes, but these last few series have proven it's a little hard when you get off schedule with about a 20-yard loss on a bad snap. There's just not a lot in the playbook for 3rd and 24. Haskins takes his time. Now he's going to run. They had a spy in the middle of the field, and he didn't get far, able to pick up only about 3. Lafayette's been very disciplined in how they've approached Haskins. He got free for that 119-yard run, but otherwise they've accounted for him pretty well.
Well, I think the coach, the defensive end coach, told the end not to come upfield, and the rest of the time they actually been standing on the line of scrimmage and then waiting for him to commit one way or the other.
Chase Fogle tracked it down. Punting situation. Here's the snap. No real rush. Gets it out of there. And this time it will be down by Bryan Station. We'll take a quick break. No score in the first quarter here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And so Lafayette will start at their own 36. Still a nice punt. Just a low one. And this time the return man for Lafayette, that's J.J. Richardson, decided, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm going to get out of the way. First and 10 for Kondo. Receivers all going to left now. Kondo looks that way. Kondo throws late over the middle. Did he get it at the 45? No.
Very good job breaking down on the ball. I couldn't tell the number.
Yeah, the defender there was Alaji Bojang again, but I think that may be Jackson Grants who went for that one. Trying to get a second look at it. Hard to tell because he's down in a hurry, but I fear that may be Mr. Grants. Whoever it is, he's up, so.
I think Lafayette was actually through his helmet.
Yeah.
The officials didn't see that. Don't do that, young man.
Probably as well that they didn't. That was Cale Locklear who is up and under some distress there. He got popped pretty good, admittedly.
Well, the ball was thrown a little bit low, and what that said is it was a collision. I'm gonna say that, but I didn't see anything negative going on.
No, it's still just a physical game sometimes.
Sometimes it is. I always feel like sometimes people forget that. It's not a contact sport. It's a collision every once in a blue moon. It is a collision.
Late shifts in personnel for the General, 2nd and 10 at the 36. Kondo sends Richardson across, and then they run behind him and nothing doing. Bryan Station was right there. They break that one down at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This is the third time Bryan Station has actually changed their defense on the snap of the ball. And defensive coordinator is guessing correct every single time. Very good job.
Ethan Thomas on the tackle for the defenders, 3rd down and 10. A lot of defenders early, those in team name and those in play tonight. It's been a defensive battle. Kondo's got everybody on the left, but one receiver to the right. 3rd and 10. He looks, big rush, trying to escape. Kondo, can he get free? He does. He throws downfield. It's incomplete.
And we got a flag down, probably illegal man downfield.
Yeah, that one's up at the 40-yard line, so that would be the likely possibility.
Yeah, the line judge on the Bryan Station threw his flag first.
If so, you imagine it'll be declined, and we'll have 4th down.
Right. Lafayette's yelling punt, so it must be on them.
Yeah, the official was saying we've got a hold, and then he said something else. So apparently there were 2 penalties. Yeah, a hold, that's declined. And then ineligible downfield. Good call, Cisco. So as good a time as any to mention our officials tonight. Ed Don, the referee, Mike Kalin, the umpire, Joel Fenwick, the linesman, Les Pollitt, the line judge, and Trevor Moore, the back judge.
Right, I don't usually ever blame the lineman for that because the quarterback scrambles and he thinks he's going to run and he decides to throw it and puts him in a no-win situation on that.
Grant's going to kick it. Barber back to return it. 4th and 10 at the 36. Grants has got it. Puts a good toe. This one's high but short. It's going to hit at the 40 and then goes right into the sideline at the 37. So, again, it's not the most glamorous, but you keep it out of the hands of Kamani Barber and turn it over. We'll take a quick break. No score here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back. Still no score. Still a battle of defenses. We're talking a little bit about the play where Cole Locklear was shaken up over the middle. Quarterback put him in a little bit of a tough spot trying to go down low and get a ball that was a little bit behind him, and he took a big hit from Bojang. But, hopefully we'll see Locklear back in this ball game.
Well, they had a legal push in the back against Bryan Station, so they mark them back 15 yards.
Oh, okay.
And they will start from there.
Well, the punt got even better then for Lafayette.
Yeah.
As the defenders will start on their own 28.
Now, does the penalty count for yardage on the punt?
It should, right? Haskins hands it off. Big run inside, and there he goes. The little back breaks free across midfield. One-on-one, and he's going to take it to the house. How about that? 72 yards for Avery Johnson.
Wow.
Just a elusive little back who kind of hid behind those big linemen and then popped free when he was ready.
Well, I thought they had him, and I'm pretty sure that they thought they did too, but he got loose and showed that speed and that ability and took it to the house. That came from nowhere.
Yeah, a lightning bolt right there.
Yes.
Yeah, after a defensive battle back and forth, Avery Johnson says, I think I'm done with this. So.
Yeah, his third touchdown of the season. Lafayette's defense been playing very well.
So Sam Diaz is on to kick here. Diaz, one of two kickers they use. He's a lineman, so always fun to see these big guys get a shot. Diaz just a sophomore. Put it down for him, and he didn't get it very clean. It's low, and it's no good. It's 6-0 edge for the defenders. Late in the first, we'll be right back to Lafayette here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
A 6-0 extra point, no good. John Hannon is the normal kicker for Bryan Station. That's what we've been talking about off the air. And Diaz handled the extra point, and he's got the ball teed up here for the kickoff. So hopefully nothing wrong with Hannon. He's a good one. He's hit a 45-yarder earlier this season. So.
And plus he's got a Hall of Fame name because John Hannon, the guard for the Patriots.
That's true.
Way back in the day. Everybody that's my age saying yes. Everybody's not going what?
So Diaz is going to kick it. It's high and short. Return man gathers from about the 14. Nice seam up the middle, able to take it out to the 30 and maybe a little across, but not much more than that for the Generals, and that's where they'll start out.
Most kickoffs I've noticed in the last few years, they just run straight. Normally back in the day you set up a wall and you go around the wall, but it's get what you can get and then look to break it to the outside if you break that first crease.
The good news is that was Locklear on that kick return, so obviously
he's okay.
He's all right because he was
glad.
back out there to return the kick. So first and 10 Generals, their own 31.
Yeah, that's a tough young man because he did take a hit. That's no question about that.
So Condo's got one receiver out wide to the right, and everybody else is bunched up inside. He hands it off inside, and it went nowhere. Boy, Bryan Station was all over that up front. A wealth of players up there for Bryan Station on the ball. Gio Anderson, Cedric Armstrong, there are a couple of the guys up there. You know, for the Generals here, just a lot of plays going backward on first down, and you can't afford to stay off schedule like that.
I see your guy is at the top of the screen as a receiver.
Yep. Always keep an eye on Jackson Grants.
Yeah.
Bryan Station bringing heat. Here it comes. Quick throw. Caught underneath. 35. Richardson out to about the 38-yard line. So that's how you handle the heat. You get rid of it quickly, and Richardson able to make a nice gain.
Well, again, Bryan Station's defensive coordinator is changing the defense. That's a very good play in man coverage, but they dropped back in the zone on that one. He got good yardage, but that one would have been nice if they were still in man.
Barber on the tackle. It was a 9-yard pickup, so 3rd and 4 at the 38. Potentially the final play of the quarter coming here.
I don't think they have to snap it.
Haven't seen any indication. Don't have.
Now the back judge is not raising up on 10, so it's under 10.
Presumably they'll just take it to the quarter then. Yeah, that's what's going on. No urgency here from the Generals. They will go 3rd and 4 to begin quarter number 2. Bryan Station a 6-0 lead on a 72-yard Avery Johnson run, and that's where we are after 1 here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So it's as good a time as any to point out that 72-yard Avery Johnson touchdown run was presented by Tim Short Auto Plaza. Thank you, Tim Short. I appreciate your help. And his drives, if they're as successful as that 72-yard jaunt, are going to go pretty well. Heck of a play for Johnson, and that's the story so far, Cisco.
That's the story, because everything else has been shut down on both sides until that nice run. So Gio gets the opportunity to match it.
Okondo on 3rd and 4. Looks to the sideline, possibly changing his play. He's got Richardson as the back behind him. Now Locklear goes across formation. They give Richardson, and he's bottled up. He's fighting hard, and he got about a yard out of it, but he needed 4 yards, so that's not going to help anything.
Well, Kondo is one of the few quarterbacks that I've seen this year that actually goes under center and shotgun. Because normally it's 90-10, but he will go, 55-45, one or the other.
Actually, no gain there. Ron Woolfolk, the tackler. And 4th and 4, a punting situation here for Grants. Barber back deep for the defenders. Grants, and he shanked that one off the side of his foot, straight up, and the limited bounce goes back upfield, and Lafayette will finally touch it down at the 49, but that wasn't what he wanted on that one at all. That one only covers not quite 20 yards on that boot.
Well, the funniest part is the whole sideline of Lafayette's coaches was telling him, grab the ball, grab the ball.
Yeah, because it hit about 6 yards further on down. But can't do it for them. Got some numbers here off of that first quarter. The total yardage battle so far, 56 for Bryan Station with that 72-yard touchdown run, and then 3 yards for Lafayette. So it has indeed been a rock fight, save for one 72-yard play. 1st and 10 defenders, their own 49. They hand it off, and this time Lafayette's all over it. That one's going to be a tackle for loss. Nice play that time by Michael Miles.
He's been getting a lot of penetration up the middle, and we got a flag. We got a face mask on Lafayette.
Well, that will negate what looked like a nice play to put the defenders in a hole instead.
Well, he marked a 5-yarder. I didn't think we did a 5 down this way anymore.
You and me both.
So a 5-yard.
The other thing that's odd is that the mark is from where the ball carrier was taken down, but it's still first down.
Right.
So it's now 1st and 8. Bryan Station to the Lafayette 49. Haskins sets, throws deep. Got his man out there one-on-one.
Did he catch it?
He did not. Well played out there on the corner. That's Darian Jones able to break it up, and he had to stay with it to the last second, Cisco, and he did a good job of it.
Yeah, the pass was a little short. Barber tried to make an adjustment and come back and catch it. He had it for a second, but very good job by the DB getting his head around and getting a hand on it.
Second down and 8 now at the 49.
And what we were speaking on the officials come from somewhere else.
Right.
In Kentucky.
No local folk. That is the rule. Yeah.
No church members.
2nd and 8, Bryan Station. Haskins gives it off. Short yardage, and this time Lafayette's not going to let go of Avery Johnson. He managed to pick his way for a yard. Yaya Chenault brings him down.
Well, Yaya gets up, a little enthusiasm, and the official speaks to him about it, and I don't know.
Incidentally, I can't help but point out, Cisco, that Lafayette has Yaya, and they also have a freshman quarterback named Oh No No. So I guess they've got it all covered.
Hey, they once upon a time had a running back named El Razor Sharp. So
can't beat that.
Can't beat it at all.
3rd and 7 at the 48. Lafayette bunched up fairly tight here. Haskins. Big rush coming. Ducks under it. Now he's going to run. Now he's got a first down. Now he might have a touchdown. 20, 10, 5. He does. Wow. Touchdown, Haskins.
Looking like his dad on that one right there. Remember, his dad was a quarterback here at Bryan Station High School back in the day and went off to Louisville as a DB. Mm-hmm. And so he looked very smooth, looked like he could run the option.
He had a lot of heat coming, and once he ducked outside of it, there wasn't much but green grass.
That's just a playmaker making it happen right there. Lafayette's defense did well, but he was just more athletic and got on that corner and took off.
47-yard touchdown run presented by Tim Short Auto Plaza. Defender's going to go for 2 after missing the extra point off their first touchdown. Haskins turns around and talks to his back behind him. Haskins throws, got a man. It's caught, but a flag comes in.
I think hold up.
The back, offensive pass interference, maybe?
No, the back just threw it on the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Somebody must be an eligible man downfield.
Okay.
No, hold up. You may be right.
Yeah, I think they're going to say is a pick there on the outside. Okay. Yeah. Which that's one of those ones, it's all in how you sell it. Everybody really runs a pick play down near the goal line, but the key is to make it look like a pass route and not a block.
Oops. Yes.
Yeah, must have not sold it too well that time.
He didn't get an Oscar.
So it looks like the defenders will still go for 2. That'll be the situation.
Very good design play.
Yeah, I think it was Barber who was blocking where he's not supposed to be blocking. So.
Okay.
So, yeah, you go from the 18 now. So right. Might as well chuck one at the end zone and see what happens, I suppose.
He's going to keep
Haskins going to run it, and he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards, but that won't do any good here. So the 2-point play is no good. 12-0 Bryan Station. We'll step aside for a quick break here on Gluckott.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Gluckott.
12-0 now. 2 big plays. Historic 72-yard touchdown run. Avery Johnson, 47-yard touchdown run. Jordan Haskins. It's been the difference in the game, Cisco. The big plays on the defender side so far.
Right, and plus one of the things Haskins is doing, he's actually throwing the ball deep. So that's keeping your DBs back and your linebackers farther back as well. So he's doing a very good job.
Short kick. Locklear's got it. Locklear had a nice seam, but then it closed in on him in a hurry at the 34. Looked for a second like he might pop that one.
Yeah.
Bryan Station covered it pretty well. Raymond Young down there to make the tackle. If you're the Generals, you've just got to figure out some way to get on schedule, in essence. It feels like every possession, it's 2nd and 13, 2nd and 12. You know, even to get to 2nd and 7 would be a great help.
Right. Well, this is one of the big things of the game plan for the game started, if you will. They got to throw the football because they got some receivers. Mm-hmm. And now you're down 12-0 here in the second quarter, and we'll see what they do.
Condo's got 2 wideouts each way. Now 3 one way. He sets.
There
Deep shot. And throws it into the sideline. Just nothing doing. He had J.J. Richardson in the vicinity of it, but he wasn't going to catch that one.
Yeah, Barber and Haskins again coming over the top. They rode to a cover 2, and Haskins did a very good job of helping out on the corner route.
It is an excellent secondary. They really cut down on your chances at those sorts of big plays.
Yeah. All of them with great speed. Looks like they're in man.
2 receivers and a tight end right for Condo. Play fake.
Yep, they were.
And now here he's going to have to scramble, and he does. Condo 35, Condo 40. Condo held the ball out. I don't think he got the first down.
He went out of bounds. He did not. Condo did a very good job in the beginning of that because they switched to man coverage, and he was looking to throw a quick bubble screen at the top and held it and ended up getting plus yardage.
He's 2 yards shy. He's out at the 42. Jordan Haskins tracked him down and forced him out with 3rd and 2. Big heat coming here from Bryan Station. Boy, they're bringing everybody.
They're coming. This is that little play that Lafayette run, that little dig route underneath. See if they stay with it. I mean, in Bryan Station, they're going to bring the house.
Condo.
Yep.
Hands it off, and it's going to be blown up. Well, back fights, but he's not going to get anywhere. Lost at 2.
I mean, look how many guys with Bryan Station's on the other side of the ball.
Nice play up there. Ethan Thomas. Boy, we've called his name a lot tonight. And there's a late flag.
Late flag.
It looks like it's on the Generals just based off of the general reaction around it.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
It is. And that won't help,
Well, it looked like the official, from my point of view, was telling him to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing officials are not going to do. We're not going to listen to players.
Right.
So it wasn't like he just said something and he threw it, because the official put his hand out, and being a coach, I know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
That means that's enough.
I've heard enough, yeah.
I've heard enough.
So the ball's back just inside the 25. Grant's to punt it, Barber to return it. Might bring some heat here. Basically 9 guys up. There's the snap, Grant's.
They are.
He got it out of there, and it's the best kick of the night.
One.
And that takes a nice bounce, but Barber's got it at the 35. He goes 10 yards back. Here he comes. Back to the 35, back to the 40. Flag comes in. This is going to come back. It's all coming back. Barber took it to the house, but none of this is going to stand. It's a great-looking play. And there's another one. I think he got a taunting at the end of it as well. So now let's sort out a morass of flags, several of which I think are going to end up being on Bryan Station here.
Well, I think the one that's going to be marked back is back to the 30. That was he called a clip in the back.
Yeah.
That got him started. That got Barber started.
But you do see how dangerous he is. And Grant's hit the best kick of the night. He didn't kick it to him. He kicked it away from him, but Barber did a good job circling back and picking it up.
Well, Bryan Station went after it. I was kind of surprised he ran it back because he had no blockers at first.
Yeah, the flag came in there about the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
You can see that one. And then at the end, you'll see another one. And, again, I think he got a taunting on this last defender who was trying to run him down. And, yeah, there's a flag at the end. So we'll see how they mark it all off. He caught the ball. He went back and got it about the 36. His momentum carried him back to about the 26 before he started the return. So, okay, we're going to have a hold.
It's Bryan Station.
And a block in the back.
They all set. So re-kick.
Okay. So how on earth does Lafayette get a block in the back?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how you get a block in the back.
Yeah, well, you're not trying to block anybody.
unless he pushed a player into him.
Okay.
From the back.
Okay.
Trying to push to get the tackle.
I see. Okay.
But it did happen down there at the end. So
right. Okay. So that was the last flag.
Yes.
There you go. Cisco, we have long enough in this season. You'll straighten me out yet?
No, you had it.
Kicking it again. Dual safeties back this time for Bryan Station. So this is interesting. They drop a second man back guarding against a kind of corner kick.
Return. It's a return on this one.
And this one is high, and it's going to sail to Barber. Here he comes 37-yard line. Backs up a little, and they've got him, and they bring him down at the 31. A great job by Lafayette.
Because if he got loose.
Yeah, as we saw on the one that didn't count, it gets interesting in a hurry. But Mekhi Taylor just got him by the ankles and didn't let go.
Well, the one thing he did with the duo back, somebody's got to talk. And the other person back deep never moved because he must have said, I got it. Me. So that's a very good job. So Bryan Station comes out after all that, 1st and 10.
So that one ends up at about a 41-yard net. Well done.
Good coverage by Lafayette. Now they need a stop.
Haskins hands it off. Run off the left side is a good one. And he's able to pick his way for about 6 or 7 yards as Kerwin Montgomery.
That's that back combination. Johnson, Montgomery, Barber, and Young.
Kind of hits you with a lot of different things. That sounds like a law firm, the way you rattled through all of those.
Wow. And then you throw in the owner, Haskins.
Wilson on the tackle, spotted down at the 38, so a 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3 for the defenders. 2 big plays have been 2 touchdowns. That's the story here. Haskins has gone all the way at quarterback. He keeps it, and this time Lafayette looks prepared for him, and they've got him.
Yeah, that looked like a quarterback keep all the way because he really didn't stick the ball in the gut at all.
Harrison Stevens tracks him down. Big loss. Takes us back to a 3rd down and call it a dozen.
Well, that's the stop they're looking for. Now they need to get off the field. That was one of the things that Coach Lawson talked about, and winning that 3rd and 4th down and getting off the field.
47-yard run was a 3rd and long play. So, yeah, you're not out of the woods by any measure when you get the defenders backed up. Might make them more dangerous, honestly.
They can go the distance at any time. Lafayette, it looks like they're
3rd and 11. Haskins going to throw it. Gets some late pressure, throws deep. He's got a man out there, and it's through the hands of his target. An excellent idea. Trying to get one to Michael Sins, the big 6'4" tight end, and placed it pretty well, just not quite able to pull it in. Darian Jones on the coverage.
Yeah, very good throw by Haskins. He had it there. I don't think he thought he was going to throw him the ball.
But you spoke to it earlier. They're taking deep shots, and it keeps the defense honest, even when you don't complete them.
Yeah. Oh, he's the punter.
Sends is the punter. Richardson, the return man. Richardson creeps up near midfield and now backs off a little bit. He's standing at the 42. There's the snap. Sens has got it. Sens with a line drive kick. Richardson watches it hit and takes a very nice bounce for the defenders and will be down around about the 30-yard line.
Well, that's the stop they were looking for, meaning Lafayette.
Yeah. 40-yard boot. And they get the ball out of the half. The thing here is just to create a score, find a way, get on the board, get back to a one-score game. If you can get in the locker room there, you feel pretty good about it.
Very much so, very much so.
But easier said than done against this Bryan Station defense, which has just been hard charging tonight.
Well, the defensive coordinator, I've said it 3 or 4 times, he's done a very good job of changing the defense up and making you wonder what they're in. So that helps tremendously because we're not sitting back and waiting for Lafayette to come at them.
Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. Gondo leaves it with Richardson. Not much going. He got maybe a yard.
Well, they're going to come back to this play because the running back went in motion and nobody came with him. And so I'm pretty sure the offensive coordinator for Lafayette saw that.
Cedric Armstrong on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Yeah, that's one of the things about a defense that's been this aggressive and this shifty is if you see something, probably worth revisiting it.
Yeah, very much so. Now, Lafayette usually throw a lot of passes in the seam right up the middle and see if they go there.
Kondo.
He was looking to flex.
Sets, waits, throws. Up at the 42, 43-yard line. Did he catch it?
And we got a flag.
Yeah, it's not going to matter, I guess. Yeah. He didn't catch it anyway, but.
Well, he threw it early, so it must be a legal procedure or a legal formation.
Yeah, it seemed to be something in the alignment or the immediate aftermath of the snap. So.
Right.
Ineligible. Yeah, so we've seen that a couple times tonight. One of those big linemen sneaking out. Get a look at it there.
But he threw that flag early, though.
Yeah. I don't know, unless one of those linemen just took off on a go route. I didn't see it there either. Penalty's going to be declined. It's going to be an incomplete pass, and we'll go 3rd and 9. Three receivers left. One right for Jiho Kondo. He's got it. Got some time here.
Oh, he lets it go.
He does. Deep ball. One-on-one out there. Flag comes in. And the pass interference is going to move the chains on that one.
Okay, now when you're watching this is high school. He does not have to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
He does not have to play the ball. He can run. He must make contact with the receiver.
Yeah.
Because you do not have to turn your head. You can get up in their face and
so
face guard them.
I recognize you don't have to, but as a point of coaching, would you still not prefer your DB to try to sell, I'm going for the ball a little bit more than just I'm blanketing the
Well, I think if you beat, you just try to catch up.
Yeah,
but if you catch him and you can turn your head and get the interception,
Right.
He goes from there. But I think he made contact and ran through the receiver and got
did.
the flag on that.
Sure did. First down to the 46. Kondo's got 2 receivers each way.
And
pressure. He ducks under it, but he can't get out of it. Sacked back at the 40. It's one of those things, and you feel the heat and you step up. If you're Gio Kondo at this point, the step up might mean take off instead of just step up.
Well, what happened is when they're bringing the guys from the outside, the nose guard and the tackles are just stand right there on the line of scrimmage. So when he does step up, he steps right to them.
Yeah. Joel and Deasaba on the sack there.
Saba's a nice-sized young man.
2nd and 16 back to the 40. Here we go again with being off schedule.
Kondo's looking.
Got a screen, but it didn't go anywhere.
And Screamman took a nice shot in the.
Sure did. Tried to get it to Richardson. And not only did he not catch it, he cut a good lick. So.
Well, that was a prime example because none of the linemen came upfield. They just stayed there.
Mm-hmm. Just froze, yeah.
Yeah. So Lafayette's looking for some spark.
They're down in a bunch. First down marker at the Bryan Station 44. Kondo sends Luckler across formation. Drops, sets, got time. Now it breaks down. Now he's sacked. Oh, Bryan Station, just very good defensive integrity here. They're getting heat, but they're not breaking anything down to do it. Ethan Thomas on the sack.
Well, they got heat with 4 on this one. They've been sending 6. And when you can get 4 and the other ones drop back in the coverage, that's pretty good. Because he was looking to go deep.
Grants is going to punt. We've got Braden Payne back to return here.
Now, has Jackson Grant caught a pass yet?
I do not believe so. The quarter stats, he had not at the quarter, and I don't think he's got one this quarter. Whistles blow, and we are going to have,
it looks like,
imagine a timeout. Just waiting.
Timeout, Lafayette.
Yes, Lafayette takes it, and we'll take it as well. 12-0 Bryan Station here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
4th down and a bunch. Lafayette about to punt. Been a struggle offensively. And like you, Cisco, a little confused. They seem to have just kind of gone away from going down the middle, which has been something we've seen them do in the past.
Yeah, very much.
Grant's to boot it. He takes his time, but gets a rocket out of there. That one is going to fly over the return man's head. He circles back. Went about 10 yards deeper to get it, and now he's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line. What a job by Grants. Boy, he is a weapon.
Very much. That flips the field.
44-yard net on that one. Chase Fogle tracked him down. It's interesting. It wasn't Barber out there. It was Braden Payne.
Yeah, but Payne made a nice sort of catch over his head because that ball hits the ground. It's going back down to the 5 or the 4. So very good job. Coaches love that.
They've done a good job of being aggressive on some nice kicks from Grants. They're doing a good job of not letting him kill 50-yard punts, which he can do.
Oh, he definitely can.
Defenders from the 26.
Haskins on the center this time.
Yep, Haskins run it inside. A nice pickup of about 5 out to the 31. And that was Avery Johnson. Tackled by Jackson Grants.
They are definitely feeding Avery Johnson this game.
Probably approaching the 100-yard mark. We'll have halftime totals for you. Haskins under center. Hands it off. And breaking free, Johnson out to the 41, maybe 42-yard line. Nice pickup there.
Well, I'm a defensive guy, but I give credit where credit is due. A very good vision towards his left to his right, and to find the crease. Line did a very good job.
Harrison Stevens on the tackle. He's a very patient runner. You can really see that. He knows when to wait and when to take off.
Yeah, speed and power and vision. So that's a pretty good combination for a running back.
And at 5'4", you would think that would be an impediment. It might be a benefit, honestly.
Right. Well, his long run, they thought they had him.
Just squirts out of there. 42-yard line. Haskins rolls left, looks, fires. Downfield, got a man. Did he get it at the 46? Incomplete. Tried to get that one out there to Braden Wilson.
Well, the thing about Haskins, he was also a baseball player and, had a pretty rifle of an arm. So not surprising he can throw the ball from one hash to the other sideline because he had a pretty good baseball player in his time.
Well, you and I are perhaps old enough to remember the days when you'd see a lot more athletes stick to the hard ball, and now the gridiron or the hardwood, sometimes more attractive. 2nd and 10 at the 42. Haskins settles in, steps up, throws deep. Got a man out there, but he overshot him. That one a little flat, needed a little bit of air under that one.
Well, I tell you what, they are not hesitating of throwing it deep.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Richardson was back there on the coverage. And again, in a perfect world, you love to hit those deep passes, but even if you don't hit them, the fact that you will call them will prevent a defense from sitting on all the short stuff.
Very much so, because he's throwing more deep passes than he has short passes.
3rd down, Generals trying to get off the field again.
Be a big stop right before halftime, 3rd and long.
2 receivers each way. Sands in the slot right. Haskins looks left. Gets some pressure. Now rolls back right. Now sets. Now fires. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Sands, but even for a guy with a big arm, that's a long, long throw.
That's a long throw, yes. So Lafayette did what they needed to do, and they got an opportunity to have a positive going into the locker room.
J.J. Richardson will drop back to return it. Michael Sands to punt it.
I like J.J.'s shoes.
You know, in this business, trying to pick up numbers is hard, but trying to pick up lime green shoes is pretty easy. High snap. Sands goes back and gets it. Wasn't any rush on him, and he hits a line drive that's going to take a very favorable roll. Inside the 20. Down to the 15.
That will help his stats.
Down to about the 14. Yeah, you can't do any better than that. That one ends up covering about 44 yards with no return. So the punters are doing their part in a kind of defensive battle so far.
Yeah, a couple big runs, but besides that, it's been a defensive battle on both ends.
So it'll be interesting to see how aggressive the Generals want to be, backed up to their own 14, down 12-0. Again, they will get the football to open the second half, but it's been a struggle offensively.
Well, with the receiver split out that wide, I'm not too worried about him making it in the middle of the field.
Right. Trips right. Kondo rolls that way. Kondo throws that way. The receiver got a hand on it, but not two hands. Incomplete. Up at about the 28-yard line.
He throws the ball pretty well on the run. Right then, I think he just overshot him a little bit,
yeah.
but he does very well.
It was there, but just a little bit over his target. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. It was Richardson he was trying to work it to. Had a nice concept. You had 3 receivers on that side with varying depths of routes, but you got to drop it into one of them. Kondo.
He's looking.
Stepping up. Kondo taking off. Kondo has got, I believe, a first down. We'll have to see. Well, maybe he's just short.
He's just short.
And there's that man again, Ethan Thomas on the tackle. He is going to be just shy. 3rd and short. Call it a long yard, more like a yard and a half, really.
Try to draw him off sides. And don't.
And looking at the sideline, trying to sort it out. Harrison Stevens is the setback beside Kondo.
Play action.
Fake to Stevens. Throws. They get it up at the 28. Yes, he did. First down. J.J. Richardson on the catch, and that'll move the sticks.
Well, the thing about it, if he catches the ball on the ground and he's inbounds, then the clock's got to keep going because once he goes down, he can't move. He can't. So I don't know why the clock wouldn't be running.
The clock is stopped. So
he can't roll out of bounds like the NFL.
Barber on the tackle up at the 27. Big rush here. Kondo. He's going to be buried under it at the 19.
See, again, they changed their defense. They had a spy in the middle of the field in case he started to run. And they went to man coverage and brought everyone else.
Spotted back at the 20-yard line. Clock running.
So I'm surprised Bryan Station hasn't called timeout.
That might be what we're getting right here. Whistles are blown. And it is. Bryan Station with the timeout. Just go right on it. We'll keep it here. 34 seconds in the half. But yeah, this is the danger, I guess, here is that now if you're Lafayette, the last thing you want to do is give the ball back, punt the ball to one of those dangerous guys with 20-ish seconds on the clock, which is the risk you run on 2nd and a bunch here.
And also a 2nd and a bunch, and you're probably looking at Lafayette to run the ball because incomplete pass stops the clock.
Right.
So,
yeah, it does kind of shorten your playbook. You really kind of have to make them burn those timeouts.
Yeah.
Maybe something in the quarterback run game. You could sell pass here without having to commit to it.
And just let them use their timeouts and punt it away.
As aggressive as the pass rush has been for Bryan Station, if you can force those guys outside, you might create a nice little tunnel inside.
Yeah, Good call. Yeah.
Yeah, easier said than done, but might be worth a try. Stevens, the deep back, behind Kondo. He's got trips right. 2nd and 17.
He
they run it inside with Stevens, and he picks his way for a yard or 2.
And Bryan Station calls their second timeout.
Ron Woolfolk on the tackle. 3rd down and a bunch. Again, we'll stay here. Now, we will talk about this some more at the half, Cisco, but the import of so many early games now on Thursday is that the winner of this game already knows. They're headed to Frederick Douglass to play the Broncos next week.
On the farm.
And that's a big assignment, but, obviously some forward momentum to be gained in picking up a playoff win. There have been some years where there were Frederick Douglass teams where the winner of this game would have no chance. This isn't one of those years. I mean, this is still a very good Douglass team, but they're not perhaps as overwhelming as they have been some years.
Right, and that's a true statement. I mean, both of these teams' capability is can play with them. 12-0 game is not over, so right now it's looking forward to see what they do on this play here. 3rd and 18.
Still one timeout for Bryan Station. Kondo in the gun.
Here they come. He does throw it.
He throws a slant, and it's incomplete. And to your point now, you stop the clock and you let Bryan Station keep a timeout in their back pocket. I like the idea, but you've got to complete it.
You got to complete that because he actually had him. And if he hit him in stride, it's going to be interesting.
One-on-one, you break one more tackle, and all of a sudden it could be 12-7 at halftime. But if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Well, I hope we do.
We can try it anyway, yeah.
Right. So now we'll see his punting ability because he is good.
Grant's to boot it. Dual safeties back. Barber and Payne to return it. No rush. Pure return. High, short kick, but it's going to bounce, and now what a bounce. Goes back to the 25. Well, Barber's going to take it. Here he comes. Oh,
that's a flag.
Illegal block, and this one's
going
to be dead. Absolutely lit up.
Yeah, there's no more
Lafayette
blindside blocking.
Defender.
No more blindside blocking.
That one, goodness gracious. Oh, absolute depleting block.
Yes.
But, yeah, that's going to draw a flag.
Every single time.
Realistically, that means we're going to take this one to the half. I don't think Bryan Station's going to run a play here from the 10-yard line with 5 seconds.
She'll take a knee. Well, and again, Lafayette's punt coverage team done a great job.
Yeah.
Because if he breaks that first crease, he's got a chance.
Absolutely. So the flag will back it up. Another great punt from
when they needed it.
Grant. I mean, he kicks that ball from the 19-yard line.
But the greatest thing he does about it, it is high, giving you an opportunity to get underneath it, and that's what makes it pretty good punt.
Caught a breeze, hit it about the 45, and rolled and was picked up around the 25. So
yeah, my golf shot, roll it up on the green.
Hey, it counts the same way. Halftime, 12-0 Bryan Station. Lafayette will get the ball to open the second half. We'll be back to recap that first half. Get you ready for the second stanza. The Generals and the Defenders. Stay tuned here on Glycol.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryan Road in Lexington.
Welcome back. 12-0, Bryan Station, the halftime advantage. It's been an interesting one for sure. The two big plays really are the story. I mean, we get the halftime stats, and the number that jumps out here, total yardage, is Bryan Station 117, Lafayette -1. But that 117, it's 2 plays. Those 2 plays are 120 yards. So you take those 2 plays off the board, it's -3 to -1, and that's really what the half felt like, with the exception of 2 big plays.
Yeah, and because Lafayette, in the beginning of the game, had 3 consecutive stops on defense based on penalties and situations that happened. So what that said is, like you said, just a couple of big plays, but that's all you want. You're in the playoffs, as Coach Davis would say for the Raiders, just win, baby.
Always a good point. Always the obstacle, but particularly in the postseason when it is do or die. Tonight's scoreboard, you're getting that ticker throughout. Just wanted to point out, presented by Fast Signs. Fast Signs, make a statement. Well, plenty of statements being made here as far as those first half numbers. Got some up-to-date stats. Of course, 12-0 is the big one, but 4 first downs for Bryan Station, 3 for Lafayette. On the ground, Avery Johnson, 7 carries for 90 yards and a touchdown, but that one run was 72 yards. So you take that off, and it's 6 for 18. You'd feel pretty good about that if you're Lafayette. Jordan Askins, 5 carries, 63 yards and a touchdown. One of them went 48 yards. You take that one out of the math, it's 4 for 15. You can live with that. But those 2 big plays tell the story. Kerwin Montgomery, 2 carries for 11. Raymond Young 1 for -4. Haskins 0 of 9 passing, and that's been interesting because they've been high difficulty passes. It's not like he's missing a bevy of open receivers. There've been 1 or 2 in there that could have been completed, but a lot of those were deep downfield throws that have just forced the Lafayette defense to honor the big play even when they're not giving it up.
Right, and you hit that right on the number, and it's kind of interesting why those other plays has been called, because he's very accurate. He can throw it. He gets it out of his hand quick. And they don't throw too many short routes. So with that said, so Lafayette, going to Lafayette's situation, they got to figure out a way to get some big plays.
Yeah.
Because right now they're not getting anything.
Yeah, that's the story. The ground attack, Harrison Stevens 4 for none. Tyree Richardson 1 for -3. J.J. Richardson 3 for -5. Jiho Kondo 2 of 10 for 13 yards. Only 2 completions, both to J.J. Richardson. But that's been kind of the bugaboo here. 1 of 7 on third down and then -1 total yards. And that's the difference. The 2 big plays for Bryan Station, and then Lafayette has just struggled to sustain drives.
Well, Gino, the thing about Lafayette's offense is I'm still trying to figure out what they want to do. I mean, it's not a criticism by no means, but I still think you need to throw the football. 3 consecutive times, 6 consecutive times, because you got a quarterback that can throw it, and you got receivers that can catch it. The run game's not going to happen as of right now.
Right.
It hasn't looked like in the first 2 quarters because Bryan Station has stopped all that.
Right.
I mean, they really have. And their defensive coordinator has done a very good job of switching. And maybe one time at the end, they were in man coverage. They ran that crossing route Lafayette did, and he just didn't complete it.
Right.
Because that would have went the distance.
Yeah, and it's going to be plays like that. But it's interesting. Richardson has both catches tonight. He only had 14 on the season. But Colton Coleman, a guy with 40 catches on the year. Cale Locklear, a guy with 40 catches on the year. Our favorite Jackson Grant, 17 catches on the year. They're just not seeing the football. So whether it's the screen game, whether it's something creative in terms of formation, you've got to figure out some way to get Kondo enough time and then to use enough of the field to get those guys who've made a ton of plays for you over the course of the year, give them the chance to make more plays. And if you do, you might make a play or 2, and then all of a sudden we're talking about a much different ballgame.
Well, I think the thing that Bryan Station is doing on defense, they are doing on defense, the fact is they're bringing people from the outside. So I don't need 3 receivers. I'm going to bring the tight end in, and we're going to stop that outside. We're going to go one-on-one with my receivers and your DB.
Right.
And we're going to find out, because that, to me, I'm switching my offense. I'm not saying switch your offense, Lafayette people.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm going to stop those guys from coming in from the outside, and I'm going to let my receivers go against your DBs, and we'll see what happens.
See if they can make a play. Yeah, that would be the operative thought. We're going to take another break, step aside for a word from our sponsor. We'll be back, give you the first half scoring summary recap, and get you ready for the second half. Bryan Station and Lafayette here on Glycon.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Welcome back to Lafayette, 12-0 Bryan Station. And now for a look at the first half scoring summary that's presented by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. You know, it's a pretty short summary because it's all about those two plays. 72-yard touchdown run by Avery Johnson. That came with 1:41 to go in the first. Extra point was no good. They're using the backup kicker tonight, Diaz, and he missed the extra point. And then in the second quarter, it was Jordan Haskins broke free on a run. I've got it at 47. The stat crew says 48, so take your pick either way. A run of just under 50 yards. And that one made it 12-0. They went for two, did Bryan Station, and they appeared to convert it, but it was an offensive pass interference penalty that took it off the board, and then they didn't convert on their second try. So 12-0 is where we stand. And the play from Johnson, you know, just one of those crazy things. It looked like he was bottled up. Lafayette has otherwise done a very good job on him, and they looked like they'd done a good job that time, and then just he popped out the other side.
Well, you said that. He popped out, and that's exactly what he did. He popped out, and then all of a sudden he said, oh, by the way, I have speed. And he took it to the house. I'm going to throw this in. It has nothing to do with this game. I want to congratulate, and God, I want to congratulate Jesse Clark here in Lafayette County. Won the middle school championship last night, beating Hayes. But then Hayes' 7th grade team won the B game, and against Jesse Clark. So the future looks very bright for Lafayette as they segue back to them, because the 8th graders won the championship.
There you go.
Your 7th graders finished second, and eventually they all will get here at Lafayette, and Coach Lawson will look forward to that. But again, congratulations to Jesse Clark. A-team, A-team, if you will, winning the championship, and then Hayes' B team won the championship, but they played against Clark.
Yeah, you know, I am not surprised by that success. And from the first time I've talked to Coach Lawson here at Lafayette, you know, you talk to coaches in this business, and some guys you can tell are just kind of going where the wind blows them. Coach Lawson was a guy who the first time I talked to him, I knew this is a guy who's got a definite idea in his head about what he's trying to build here, how he's going to build it. And every year you can see a little bit more is getting built on. I just hope the folks here at Lafayette are patient to see it through. Speaking of seeing it through, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back on the other side. Second half upcoming. Bryan Station 12, Lafayette nothing at halftime here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Halftime, getting you ready almost for the second half, but is again enthused about what Coach Lawson's building here, and for that matter, a big tip of the hat to Coach Haskins. This is a tough set of shoes to fill. Phil Hawkins did a remarkable job. It doesn't always show up in the record because Douglas has been so dominant in the Lexington scene, but Bryan Station was a very solid second, and to hold that has not been easy. And I know Coach Haskins, had been there, as you note, for a number of years under Coach Hawkins, so it's not a huge transition. But at the same time, it's a big opportunity for him, and he's a young, very relatable coach who I think will certainly see good times at Bryan Station too.
Right. Well, we'll go to Coach Lawson real quick as time goes down. Coach Lawson, he's been here a while. He's done everything in this building. He's always here. He's a committed coach here, and he's finally getting the staff that he wants, and not that you have to have, and that makes a big difference. Yep. Then flipping over to Bryan Station with Coach, this is his school. He's an alum,
right?
And he wants the success more than anybody can imagine, and he's been very blessed to be the head coach, and also be blessed to be the head coach to coach your own son.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing that almost goes unremarked on at this point, but it still impresses me as a guy who's written a book about Jackie Robinson. It's always an impressive thing in Kentucky to see two African-American head coaches compete against each other. And seeing it more and more, it's becoming more and more common. And certainly I look forward to a day where it's not exceptional at all, where it's just another week of football.
Thank you.
But having two quality coaches like this helps build that. And excited to see what they both do in the city.
Yes, and that's a good point.
Lafayette's going to get the football to open the second half.
So do you feel like this first drive makes or break them, or is just –
It's pretty darn pivotal. Really need a score, or at least a good possession, a movement toward a score. Let's say it that way. Diaz to boot it. That's a pretty good kick, but it's going to be returned. I believe it's Locklear off the 20, 25. Not much there as a Bryan Station helmet pops off in the midst of that one.
Well, if he's a defensive guy, he's got to go off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it looks like he's getting help.
I know the coach in this booth is thinking, buckle your darn chin strap.
Yes. and that's amazing. I need you to tell me what the lottery numbers are, because I was thinking that.
Well, I'm not going to make any big predictions. Don't want to get into any trouble for messing up anybody. So we won't go there. But,
okay. I was hoping if you could read that future. I love that. I love it. Tired of working.
I hear that. First down from the 29 for the Generals. Condo's got Richardson in the backfield with him. Another back, both on his right. And he's going to be swarmed under. Can he get out of it? No, he cannot.
Well, they did a play action. They were actually going to throw the ball, but the receivers are running fly patterns and studying dig routes in the middle of the field and curl routes. But Bryan Station's defensive line is not giving them enough time to look.
That was Ethan Thomas, and that is at least 4 tackles for a loss for him tonight.
At least. He's been everywhere.
Second down and 15 at the 24. Thinking about Mr. Thomas, we don't usually have defensive most outstanding players, but he's making the candidacy here tonight.
Very much.
Kondo, big rush.
Coming off
Gets
the edge.
crushed off the edge. Goodness.
Off the edge. You got to bring somebody to stop that, and you can still go one-on-one because they got to bring a linebacker in. If you bring somebody down, tight end in, they got to push the linebacker down. But he came off the edge, and Kondo took a big hit from behind.
Samarian Williams, who was up there.
And he came off like he was running track.
Yeah, they never saw it coming. 3rd down and a bunch. Call it 22. Not what Lafayette's looking for here to open this second half.
No, not at all.
Got 5 receivers. It's an empty backfield for Kondo. Grants is at the bottom of your screen.
They don't send anybody. Only 3 rushing on this one, and Kondo rolls out and got a receiver who's not looking.
Throws at a target who had his back turned up around the 35-yard line. Just that one wasn't going to work.
Well, it looks like, based on the receiver, that it must have been a screenplay that was scheduled because he was looking to block.
He really was. He was trying to block, and the ball came sailing out. So.
Not the start that Lafayette wanted, Coach Lawson, and now your defense has got to get that momentum back because it's still so early in the game. So
you're just one big play from being right back in it, but the longer you go without it, the harder it gets.
Yes, it does.
Grant's to boot it from the 18. Gets it out of there. High kick. And it's going to bounce. And this time just basically goes sideways. And now Lafayette will cover it around the 49-yard line. So about a 33-yard punt with no return. Interesting that Barber kind of edged up like he was going to grab it. And then, no, I'll back off. And
well, the thing about it is Bryan Station is getting a nice rush, but they're not running into the punter.
Right.
Which is a very good job of peeling off at the last minute. So he's never had anybody back here blocking for him.
That's true.
So I think he realized, hold up, I don't need this punishment. I can, sometimes you got to, as one of my good friends, former UK football running back Anthony White will say, you got to make a business decision. So that was a business decision right there.
Yep. Bryan Station start on their own 49. They got the lead and the football. Send a man in motion.
Little jet sweep.
They hand it that way. Trying to get out on the edge, and he is able to get out on the edge. A big play for Barber. Looked like around the 35, but we'll see. No, he'll be spotted out back upfield away. Still going to be a gain of about 10.
That's what you call being in 3rd gear and then switching to the 4th gear when you hit that corner. Because that was because I thought he was at full speed, and then all of a sudden he went to another gear.
Yeah, he's you definitely get a sense with some of these Bryan Station players that if you give them the chance to show that extra gear, it is there. The turbo is ready to be kicked in.
Yeah, and we're not talking about track speed. This is football speed.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference in running track and football speed, and they got football speed.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 41. After the 10-yard pickup to Barber. Barber in motion. He doesn't get it this time.
He throws it. He's got a
ball
man
picked off. Oh, and dropped. He dropped it. Goodness.
Good read. I can't see the number.
It was Richardson. He had it in his hands and was so busy thinking about the return that he didn't squeeze it. So, I mean,
very good.
You couldn't ask for a ball to come to you any cleaner, and then
all of a sudden he had it. He had it. I want to know if he took the next the proper steps. It's a fumble. So.
It was close. 2nd and 10, 41-yard line.
Where's our producer, Jackson?
Run it inside. He says no fumble. He says incomplete.
He said no, incomplete. Okay.
Avery Johnson picked up a couple yards. It was close, but yeah, he just didn't squeeze it quite long enough. So.
Well, this is not what Lafayette's looking to do. This is not what Lafayette's looking to do. They got to get a stop, 3rd down. Get off the field 3rd and 6, and if they do, then momentum still stays the same like coming out of the halftime.
Yep. Of course, it's tough because you had the stop in your hands.
Yes, you did.
They're down and call it a long 6.
I look for a Haskins run.
Haskins going to get rushed.
And
They've got him hemmed in and sacked back at midfield.
Well, they gave him some of their own flavor. They brought a little pressure from the outside as well. So, tick for tack, if you will.
It was Mekhi Taylor who was able to finish him off. And the defense is just continuing to give the Generals a chance, but at some point you gotta convert that chance.
Yeah. Well, Joe, you said it multiple times. Is besides 2 plays, that's been it here. It seems like it has been a very exciting game, and you're just waiting for Lafayette to do something on offense because the defense is doing their job. Besides 2 plays.
Sands to punt, Richardson to return.
Or maybe get a big play on special teams. Get the crowd into it.
Although you notice they're in a punt safe here. They've got several guys off the ball. Flag comes in late. Delay of game, maybe?
Yes, so back just do it. Yeah.
Yep. And that'll back it up 5 yards. Yeah, usually that's what it means when you see those guys throw the hanky.
Yeah. But I was looking for him behind him, but he's on the side of him. I guess they do it different.
Sands has got it. No real rush. Short kick, but it's going to take a bounce.
And see, and I know somebody might be watching this and know, God, he can't punt. That's a great punt.
Yeah, he's just trying to get that bounce.
Yeah, he's trying to get the bounce.
Not give up the return.
Right. Let the turf do his job, and don't give up a big return, and just get ready to play defense.
Well, Hal Mummy is a name from the Kentucky pass, and that was a guy who would actually punt the ball out of bounds. But the point is, coaches have slowly realized, as good as the return men are, if you can find some grass and kick it there and let a favorable bounce get you the extra yardage, that's much better than kicking a 50-yard rocket right to a guy who will take it back 80 yards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of time in college football, they just kick it short and high. And then say, let's play defense.
From the 23, Kondo and the Generals on the attack. Trips left. Kondo, throw over the middle, caught. Out to the 39, maybe the 40-yard line, a first down, and that will move the sticks.
Well, that's beginning. What we talked about is getting the receivers involved and let them make plays for you. Kondo, very good job staying in the pocket, hit the receiver using his hands.
Colton Coleman with a catch, first down.
First catch, ain't it?
It is. Haskins and Bojang both there on the tackle, but a nice pickup, 17 yards. Doesn't have to be fancy.
No. Bryan Station's in man coverage, so I would go ahead and go to Coleman again.
It's Locklear, and it's incomplete, and that hurts because that's a throw you could make, a catch you could make. Now, you're still going to have to shake a tackle there, but not a place to one-hop on.
Well, Haskins stayed in the middle of the field, and then what I was talking about is go ahead and go with Coleman again, just stutter and go, and now it's one-on-one because when Haskins deep, he's going to come over the top and help. And he's done it multiple times tonight. And they're definitely in man coverage.
Now, there was a flinch, but apparently –
well, you can't go back in high school.
Got back on side. So, yeah. 2nd and 10. Kondo sets up the screen. It's caught up to about the 47, and the ball came out. Did he get back on it? The defenders say no.
Defenders say no, and, he's got the ball all the way over here. The pitcher's trying to find the football.
Bryan Station football, yeah. It's down at the 30-yard line. We can see it up here, but
number 11, I think it was number 11. Who had the football.
Correct, Locklear, yeah.
Locklear had it, and so they're about to switch footballs, and it is Bryan Station's football.
Yep.
Guys, that hurt. So Coach Lawson is saying he was down.
Yeah, he's actually got the official over here talking to him.
Yes.
Kind of giving him a hug, honestly.
No, he don't want him to go anywhere because he ain't done talking.
Yeah. He's getting his point across, right?
Yeah. Oh, he threw a flag. One of the assistant coaches came up and got a flag thrown on him.
Coach Lawson does not care for that, yeah. You could tell. He's not mad at the official.
I think it was the offensive coordinator. That's not a sideline warning. Did he give him?
Yeah, I think it is a warning, yeah.
Okay.
And it can be.
Nice.
I mean, you can do that.
That was nice.
That's a kindness.
Yes.
First down for Bryan Station at the 46 after the fumble recovery.
Well, I like that official because he understands the heat of the moment, and loser goes home, and he didn't overzealous the moment.
Yeah.
Just let him know not enough of that. So.
Pounded inside for 3 yards there with Kerwin Montgomery.
Montgomery's been the ball hog this game right here. So
they're working on him. Yeah, after the big play from Johnson, kind of a little inside-outside action there, I guess. 2nd and 7 at the 43.
Because Montgomery usually carries the ball a little bit more.
Might see that more here in the second half. Haskins gives it off, running to the edge. Montgomery this time is taken down for a loss.
Yeah. Haskins he rides it.
Yeah, he does.
He rides it.
Harrison Stevens on the tackle that time. Yeah, I would characterize this running attack for Lafayette as just, or for Bryan Station rather, is very patient. They whether it's a read option, or whether it's some kind of a down the line play, they're waiting and waiting and waiting, and sometimes it doesn't come open. But when it does, they're ready to pounce. Yeah.
Well, it also, even with Carpenter, who was the quarterback, Haskins brings that extra running back, if you will, into it.
3rd and 9.
And you have to respect that.
2 receivers left. Sands is in the slot that way. Looking at Sands. Now they go the other side. Up
and
for
Barber
grabs.
makes the catch.
Did Barber catch it? He did, but he caught it out of bounds. Well, that's a nice play by Amonkwa there for Lafayette, using the sideline to kind of hem him in.
Yeah.
Have to see how that one came out, but pretty clear on their
official.
He
made no doubt, but my angle, I couldn't tell if he was in or not.
Yeah. Well. Fine situation here as we get a look at. Ooh, I'm not so sure. I think he might have gotten the foot down.
I thought he did.
If there was replay in high school football, this one might be interesting.
It was very interesting because it looked like he got it down, but in live view.
Oh, fake Sands taking off. Is he going to get there? No. Lafayette spills it. So that could be the break the Generals are waiting for. Well, that's a long way to ask your punter to run on 4th and 9.
Well, the thing about it is, Joe, that got my attention is they were in a prevent defense. They didn't even rush anybody. So that's really hard to get a first down when guys are sitting there watching on 4th and long.
I mean, between the length of the snap and then it was 4th and 9, he had to go about 20 yards, not to mention a little bit across field to get there. I mean, he catches the ball at the 38. And he makes it down to the 44, and he still had a long way to go.
Nobody's even rushing him.
No.
Sometimes you got to change it. But if they had it called, he did what the coach asked him to do. So
first down, Generals at the 44. Gondo, one of the better field position chances today.
Another opportunity.
Deep throw.
There it is.
1-on-1 out there on the edge. And there come the flags for pass interference. That'll be 15 yards. That's a long way. I won't pretend to be able to say that I could say yay or nay on that penalty, but.
Well, everybody that hears my voice and knows me where I'm thinking, so I don't need to say anything. I'm a little biased on one side of the ball.
So I used to do some Blackout games with Max Godby, who was an offensive lineman at Kentucky, and I don't think Max ever saw a holding penalty. So
that's right. I'm not saying I'm right.
First down at the 41. Gondo.
So here's a drive that Lafayette needs.
Yeah, across midfield. Best scoring chance in a while. Big rush. Screen. Grant's got it. Grant's is staying up and fighting his way to about the 34. That's 7 yards where there really weren't any yards.
Yeah, that's a very good job. But, I like to see receivers catch the ball, and once they catch it, and they got you, go down. I mean, you're going to get punished for 1 yard. And
he got 7 that time. Canuto on the tackle, 2nd and 3, up at the 34. Condo's got Harrison Stevens in the backfield with him. Condo. Big rush. Flips it out. Grants has got it, and this time it didn't go anywhere. He probably lost a yard, if anything.
Well, somewhere down the line, Lafayette's got to realize you've got to pick up that guy coming from the outside because he's not getting there, but he's making Condo rush it a little bit.
Capello on the tackle. 3rd and 4, 35-yard line.
Take a long time in between plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of looking at the sideline and figuring it out. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Condo hands it off, and that hasn't worked all night, and it didn't here either.
Well, the only difference is Bryan Station is switching their defense, and I've said that multiple times. They're switching their defense. So I get looking to the sideline as a coach. It's not wrong or right, but if you stay in the same defense, you switch your offense to beat that defense. But they're switching their defense on the snap of the ball.
Woolfolk on the tackle, 4th and 6 now. Big play for the Generals. Got to make the 31.
And here he comes off that edge. Yeah, and they moved the running back over to that side. Very good job.
Condo got some time. Deep throw.
He's got it.
It's out there. It's through his hands. Incomplete inside the 5-yard line. That was not a bad idea. Not a bad pass. Just couldn't quite make it happen.
Come up a little limp. Looks like his shoulder. So Lafayette's had the opportunity the second half to start the third quarter and haven't capitalized. Bryan Station's defense done an excellent job of stopping the waterfall.
We'll take a quick break. 12-0 late in the third here on Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Yeah. Well, while you were gone, 63-yard scamper by Jordan Haskins on the first play of the series. Second time tonight he's reached the end zone. And, wow, it was impressive.
Well, again, Joe, can I get the lottery numbers? Because that's the second time
we may have been running a little long on the break, and I may have said, here comes a touchdown. So it may have happened. But
it did happen. Haskins went the distance.
That's it. That one's so quick, I didn't even have time to say that touchdown run is presented by Tim Short Auto Plaza. Going for 2 here. The defenders. Haskins hands it off, and the run doesn't go anywhere. So it'll stay 18-0 late in the third. Don't go anywhere. Bryan Station and Lafayette here on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So Jordan Haskins, that man again, 63-yard run, 47-yard run. He's doing it all.
He's doing it, and he hasn't completed a pass, but he is making the defense respect his arm. I love that about him.
Richardson on the return, out to the 25, stays up outside the 30, 35, 40, 45, puts his head down and gets almost out to midfield. Nice run for Richardson.
Well, Richardson broke it, and he got walked down a little bit by the defenders. They had good angles, so they've been working on pursuit drills. Very good job.
It's Kerwin Montgomery who ended up on the tackle.
Okay.
Somehow, Jordan Haskins only had one rushing touchdown coming into tonight, so now he's got two more.
Right, because you got to remember last week was the first time he went to quarterback.
Yeah,
and he was
in the
injured
quarterback situation.
in the quarterback situation. So when he first came back, he did a little secondary, but he didn't play anything else. And he looks 100% now, and I'm glad to see that.
He made a cut on that last run, and it just opened like the Red Sea, you know.
Yeah,
and when you run the way he does, it tends to go that way. So 3 scores, unfortunately, now for Lafayette is the deficit, although the defenders are certainly happy about it. From the 48, Gondo, quick backward pass. That might have been a trick play, but it was so well covered by Bryan Station that we'll never know. I wondered if that was a lateral for a second pass, but
I think you might be on point because Jackson Garrett, he actually stutter stepped and took off and came back. So
Woolfolk on the tackle back to the 42, calling his name a lot now too. Loss of 6. 2nd and 16. At some point, as this game gets more and more out of reach, taking all this time on the play calls is very counterproductive too. Gondo goes over the middle through his receiver's hands, incomplete. Well, he threw that one into some traffic.
Yeah, and he threw a dart. So
Armstrong, one of the many players around that one in the middle.
Well, the defense for Bryan Station, they're flying around. They are really are. The front line is doing their job to stop the run, and then they're bringing them off the edge. And let's see if they do it again.
It is kind of an interesting chess match to watch how they jump around in their alignment up until the second of the snap.
Yeah.
Gondo going to try to get on the edge. Now he does. Now he runs. Now he is going to end up about 3 yards shy of the first down, so a nice pickup of about 13, but he didn't quite get what he needed. Joel Ndeazaba closed him down.
Say that again.
Ndeazaba.
Okay.
Ndeazaba.
Isaba.
Yes. Yep. They spot him at the 47, actually, so 4th and about 4 here. Gondo, he's on it.
So it's a big play right here. 4th and 5.
Yeah. Gondo sees it break down. Now throws. And boy, he had some guys open, but
yeah, 3 receivers in the same area and 2 Bryan Station defenders. So,
I think I've heard of the flood concept, but I don't think the flood generally means the whole. Receiving core goes to the same spot, but that's what we ended up with there a little bit, and couldn't quite complete it. So,
but again, Bryan Station jumped out of man into zone.
Yeah,
and they're rolling, and I was real surprised that Gondo didn't roll out to give him a chance to run the ball if he got in trouble. He was still in the pocket.
So the defenders take over on their own 47.
So I guess, is Johnson in the backfield? Yes.
The 5'4" running back with the big play touchdown, along with his quarterback who's got 2 of those. Pass, caught. Well, caught and then dropped. Had it in his hands at the 45, but he didn't quite squeeze it. Marcellus Ashford dropped that one.
Yeah, that was the first one. He actually threw a short, and Hassan goes over and gives him and said, "It's okay. I'm going to come back to you." So, like that.
It was pretty well designed. There was certainly a nice little seam there.
Yeah. Because most of the passes, majority of them has been verticals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first one that he actually threw underneath.
Interesting looking at it a second time. He had Sands coming from the other
he
side,
did.
and he's a 6'4" weapon on that slant. So might see a little bit more of that here, just personnel-wise. They've got some guys who could do some things on that. 2nd and 10, 47-yard line. He rides it and keeps it, and this time he's going to be hit. So, again, it's been boom or bust, and 3 booms, and otherwise Lafayette's done a pretty good job of hemming them in, but that's been the story in this one. Landon Baker on the stop there.
This is where Lafayette's looking to get off the field, and many times we'll be up in his booth and we say they need a spark to start something. He's only 18, so they have the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Haskins brings in the play. 2nd game at quarterback. Played last week and they won. Things going well this week for the son of Coach J.T. Haskins. The junior quarterback. He's got it. He sets. Big rush off the edge. Throws. Caught.
Went right back to it.
I think he's just shy of the first down. It's going to be a yard short, but a nice completion there to Braden Wilson. Tackled by Amadkwa, a yard shy of the first down.
Well, and he's throwing the ball, handing the ball off to multiple receivers and running backs. So, you know, Coach Hassan talked about that in the beginning, that they have awesome of guys. If they all put it together, they're going to be a pretty tough team to beat.
Yeah, sure. 4th down and a yard. I think they're going to take it to the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't even broken the huddle. So, final seconds, tick off quarter number 3. Going to be 4th and 1 to start the 4th quarter. Bryan Station with the ball and an 18-0 lead. Quarter number 4 coming up here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Remember,
4th quarter coming on here. 4th and 1. Now we're looking at these 3rd quarter stats, and again, we've done this every time. Those 3 big touchdown plays are 183 yards. Bryan Station has 193 yards. So you take those out of the mix. Lafayette's got 20 yards. Bryan Station's got 10. But Bryan Station says, hold on, let's keep those in the mix. That's been the ball game. 2 one-play drives, actually. Then quick strike for the defenders.
Well, that's the big thing of the game plan, is getting big plays.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't expect to get a lot, but you don't want a few, and they've gotten 3 of them.
Haskins under center. He needs a yard. And flags fly.
Then a flag.
False start.
Offsides.
No, offsides on the general, so first down.
So that would mean they was nobody jumped, so you must have lined up in the
neutral zone. Yep, I think you got it.
I mean, that hurts. I mean, you want to get the opportunity to see if they can get it, but you don't want to give it to them.
So the first down extends the drive to the 39-yard line. Haskins, I think he's got Montgomery in there. It may be Johnson. Hard to tell, 24 or 22.
It looks like 24.
That was my...
Because he's a little taller.
Right, exactly. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. From the 39, first down. Nope, play fake. Haskins goes down the sideline. Caught inside the 20. And he got that one to his target, Kamani Barber, for the big play.
Yep, got him involved. He threw it deep again, play action, and put it right on the outside of that right shoulder like you're supposed to. Well, you said it earlier, if he puts a little arch on it. This time he did, and it got over the defensive back's helmet.
25 yards on that one, and that is 2 for 14 tonight for Haskins. But again, productive play.
Yeah, very productive overall, running the offense and doing what he needs to do for his team.
Raymond Young in there at running back. And they call his number. And Young inside the 10. Young inside the end zone. Touchdown. Raymond Young for 15 yards.
He said no. Because I thought they had him probably about the 10-yard line to 9, and he did a high kick and stuck it in the end zone.
At some point for the Lafayette defense, it just gets a little dispiriting. You bend and bend and bend and bend, and eventually that means you probably break. So,
well, this is where Lafayette has got to find it. Don't just stop playing, and because it's going to make the score more than what it actually is.
Diaz for the extra point. He's missed one tonight. This will be his second attempt. The pass is good. The kick is out of there. That one's much cleaner.
Much better.
And it's true. 25-0 Defenders. We'll be right back here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So Diaz automatically kind of joins our Hall of Fame here as lineman/kickers, talking about Stephen Aranda from over at Frederick Douglass. I remember Louisville Central had a guy named Reggie White. Not that Reggie White. It was W-H-Y-T-E.
Yes.
But he was also one of those big boys who could kick the football. So
he was bigger than those two.
I think so.
He was big.
But always a soft spot for a big guy who can kick. It's such a specialist skill. There's a kickoff and goes over to about the 18. Richardson brings it up the left side, out to the vicinity of the 35-yard line. Coverage over there by Kerwin Montgomery. So your Lafayette, you've got a quarter still to work on. You've got to, maintain your focus. Play the next play. That's always the axiom, but in a season-ending situation, I'm sure sometimes it's easier to say than it is to do.
Right. Been in both situations, and now as a coach, you're just trying to motivate, and you're just trying to keep their heads up, and makes it kind of tough, and we got to push in the back against Lafayette, so 10 yards marked back.
Yep, back it up to the 28.
When the line judge throws the flag over there, we can't really see it.
Yeah,
into the
it's a
bodies.
long way.
But what I was saying is a lot of the situations right now as seniors, you can see that the end, but you still want to keep being competitive because that's in you.
Yeah.
You got taught that at a very young age.
First down at the 28 for Condo. Quick throw over the middle, up in the air, picked off, 41-yard line. Coming back only a few yards, and who else would it be? Jordan Haskins, the man who grabbed it.
We got a flag coming in from the white hat from a long ways. He threw that pretty good.
You think it was after the pick, or?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
on the run back after the pick.
Okay.
Yeah, on the interception.
And the return, there was a holding penalty.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Haskins was taken down around the 37, so that would assume move it back toward midfield here.
The ball was tipped. Haskins was where he's supposed to be and got the pick.
Yep. So just because he plays quarterback doesn't mean he's still not going to be out there impacting the game at safety.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's renting that house on offense. So he's gonna buy that house on defense.
I think you're right.
So
first down at the Lafayette 47.
But you do whatever it takes for your team to win.
Haskins. Now there is a smart play. He just floats it out of there and says, "Live to fight another day."
Yeah. That was a very good play right there.
Yeah, Lafayette had done a nice job hemming him in, and he was going to check it down to Braden Payne, and that would have been about a 5-yard loss. Just floated over his head.
Well, I was a little bit surprised by that play call.
Yeah.
Because right now you're basically playing the clock. So it's just, again, they've done a very good job of keeping Lafayette honest.
Mm-hmm. Kerwin Montgomery, the setback here. Turn around and hand it to him, and he picks his way through the middle for 5, for 6, for 10,
And he's
for
still
15.
on his feet.
Still going. Still going.
Lineman down there helping him.
Down to about the 27, maybe 26-yard line. 20-yard pickup.
Yeah.
Boy, that's just going to battle right there.
Yeah, his first contact was 3 yards on the other side, and he took it 17 more yards after contact.
Nice physical play for the defenders. They've been all about the speed, but the power may be asserting itself a little bit here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'm hoping that we see Carpenter get a little snaps in the playoff game. Done a very good job, you know, until Haskins came in. And
you never know when you'll need him, yeah.
Yeah.
Montgomery's the setback. He's got it. Montgomery picks his way. Here he goes again. Montgomery all the way down to the 15. Boy, he's running hard.
Well, that O-line is doing a very good job of getting him up to that second level. And once the backs get to that second level, they're saying, you can't arm tackle me.
Yeah.
You can't arm tackle me.
Grant's on the stop, first down. And the defender's just pulling away here.
I love the way they play. They're still playing like the game is 0-0. So that's very good coaching on Coach Haskins to keep his kids engaged.
Pistol look, Montgomery the setback. Haskins has got 2 receivers each way. He sets, he's going to throw. Throws into the end zone.
Nice
Great catch. Touchdown grab. Braden Wilson went up and got it.
He said he went down on the 3.
Oh, touchdown. The official in the back. I think they were spotting it for the extra point.
Okay. I just saw the line judge to stop at the 3. So
yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's in. He said it. Yep.
So Haskins' third touchdown of the day, 2 on the ground, 1 by air.
And an interception.
Yeah. Not leave that out.
Yeah.
Diaz for the extra point. He's ready, marks it off. Snap. This one's clean.
And it's good.
It is 32-0. 10 minutes to play. We'll step aside for a quick break. Be right back here at Lafayette on Glycott.
watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
32-0. Bryan Station breaking it open. 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes. It was 12-0 at halftime, 18-0 after 3, but now 32-0. Diaz's kick going to settle in around the 10. Return man with a nice play, but up to about the 29, and that'll be all.
We got some extra
a little
activity.
extracurricular action here.
And it should be on Bryan Station.
Wilson on the tackle. And that's a good sign. Guy catches a touchdown, then comes out and covers the kick. That's what you want to see.
That's what you want to see, yes. So unless something majorly happens, it looks like it's going to be Bryan Station and Frederick Douglass next week.
And that's kind of how it's been.
In the last few years, many years.
Yeah.
But at that time, Frederick Douglass was 5A.
Right.
A lot of times. Yeah. And then they last year went back up to 6A.
Right.
They
had an ejection of the Bryan Station player who got the penalty.
And the problem with that is he can't play next week.
Right. I'm not exactly sure who it was. Okay. Possibly Aaron Cano. 44-yard line for Lafayette now.
Now, we're not real sure that's him.
Yeah.
So
late throw is picked off. And coming back with it, return man. He's got a head of steam, and he has got a touchdown. But there is a flag. Let's check the flag because Samarian Williams took it to the house. Is Condo down out here?
It's Condo down, yes. Well, the reason why I know it's him because all the linemen are running over there. Because normally that's what happens if
the penalty here is on Bryan Station, so wipe out the interception and the touchdown. I didn't see the indication of the foul, but I'm going to guess that's a late hit on
yeah, because he released it, and then the gentleman came up and hit him.
Yeah. He nearly, could be a hit to the head. Absolutely. It was.
But he's walking off on his own power, so.
Yeah. Coach Lawson came out to help him. He was about to break the line of scrimmage and then threw it and got hit after the whistle, so. I guess Braden Dameron is the backup. Having trouble picking up a number, but Condo out, QB2 in. Quarterback run here straight ahead. It's Harrison Stevens, number 20. Just going to go kind of a wildcat look here and run Stevens, I suppose. Really isn't a backup quarterback.
No.
Braden Dameron has thrown 3 passes this year, so Stevens is the top rusher. We may see him go with it. Timeout, Bryan Station. They're going to talk about it, and we'll step aside for a quick break here on Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back. Lafayette after the shot to the head by the quarterback Gio Condo. Now just going wildcat with Harrison Stevens here. Here at the 38, 2nd and 7. Stevens going to try to throw one. He chucks it. It's through. Through a defender's hands and then through a receiver's hands. For Bryan Station, big Cedric Armstrong is going to be a little bit sick when he watches the film because.
Yeah, that was a pick.
Yeah, he had a very good chance at an interception, but.
And it's funny, the DBs are saying jump. Oh, jumping up in the air, jump.
Yeah.
When a big man's got a chance to make a play, he's got to make it.
Yeah. Can't get it every day for sure. 3rd and 8. Going to run it with Stevens, and he's fighting for more yardage down to about the 32. I think he's going to be a yard short, yeah. So 4th down and about a yard. Fourth down and 1. Going to stick with Stevens here in this pistol look. He looks to the sideline. Settle back in here. Stevens going to keep it. He's got the first down. He's chopped down at about the 29, maybe the 28.
Nice tackle. Nice open field tackle right there.
Keon Johnson with the stop, but the sticks move for the Generals.
Keon had a very good game on defense. Very good coverage game. Little bobble.
And this ball is up on the ground, up for grabs, and looked like Bryan Station came out with it at the 34. They did.
Yeah, and it looked like Lafayette had an opportunity, but they was trying to pick it up and run, and got hit out of his hand, and the next thing you know.
Well, it was going to be a handoff, and then it got juggled, and then disaster struck. So ends up being a turnover, and it's recovered by Cedric Armstrong. So he missed an interception and got a fumble instead.
Got a fumble. Yeah, but that was easy. That was on the ground. I want to see that vertical.
You didn't get the idea that Cedric spends a lot of time in coverage there. Yeah.
No, but he's a run stopper.
Yeah.
He is definitely that. He can definitely do that.
So Bryan Station takes over on their own 34. And get some substitutions in here. Looks like Jeremiah George in the backfield. Haskins still in there at quarterback. They hand it to George, and he gets lit up in the backfield by an avalanche of Generals. Landon Baker on the tackle. Second down and 11. Yeah, to your point, I'm a little surprised to still see Haskins out there at quarterback. C.J. Carpenter, again, has played that spot most of the season. And
well, I just think this helped. I mean, it's not, again, it's just getting him some reps, keeping his confidence up a little bit, and appreciating what he done before this point.
Haskins steps aside. Thought I saw a flag come in. He's going to go out of bounds between the 35 and the 40, somewhere through there. Looks like around the 38. Again, I thought I saw a flag, but we'll see if that's accurate. Grant's on the tackle.
No, the white hat went for the football, and usually if it's a flag, he'll go to the official.
They spot him actually at the 36, so minimal gain there. They're down at about 8.
I thought he got a little bit more than that.
I did too. I believe it's Montgomery in the backfield.
It is.
A little jet action. Here it comes. Barber with the ball. Barber with a first down. Out to about the 49. Boy, he is faster than fast.
Yes. Well, I just love how he can go to that next gear. So once he hits that corner, so when he runs track and he's running the corners, and then he hits that straightaway. I want to see this when track season starts.
You know, I'm a little surprised we haven't seen that jet action and then the little flip pass. Basically the long handoff. I'm just going to pitch it a foot forward, and thus if somebody drops it, it's an incomplete pass.
Well,
but
I think Carpenter's in, number 17. Ain't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
He is indeed. We have the QB switch. C.J. Carpenter, 5'11 junior. He wears number 17. He's in the backfield now. Jeremiah George behind him in the pistol. Carpenter keeps it himself and picks up a yard, maybe two. It wasn't George. It was Kerwin Montgomery in the backfield. But Carpenter kept it, gained out to the 50.
And he's up limping. Oh, is that a lineman?
Grayson Becknell. Yeah, that's Carpenter.
That's Carpenter.
Yeah, he's going to actually go down, and he'll have to come help him out. We've got a break, and we'll take it as well. 6:45 to go, 32-0.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So Carpenter is up and being helped off. In my expert non-medical opinion, it looks like an ankle, but that can range for everything from just turning it to that dreaded high ankle sprain. Nobody likes one of those.
4 to 5 weeks. I've had one in my lifetime.
One more than you want.
Thank you.
So Haskins back in now at quarterback, 2nd and 9 at the 50. Montgomery the setback beside him in the shotgun. Now shifting behind him in the pistol. Now shifting beside him in the shotgun.
And somebody's running off coming on the field.
Avery Johnson comes in. He'll set up behind.
A little hockey action right there.
Yeah. They give it to Johnson, and Johnson is going to be hit and taken down for a loss.
That's pretty good. You on the sideline relaxing, and you get in, they give you the football.
Grayson Becknell on the stop, loss of 2, 3rd down and 11 now. Back to their own 48. Go the defenders. Pistol look for Haskins. Johnson behind him. Johnson. Big seam this time. Johnson to the house. Nobody's going to catch him. 52 yards. Car horn goes off in the distance, and it kind of set it all right through the middle. Avery Johnson. And so at that point, after the extra point here, we'll have running clock for the duration. Yeah.
Based on the defense performance in the first half, and really did put their offense in position, meaning Lafayette, it's pretty tough now to have a running clock because the defense played way better than a running clock.
It was 12-0 at halftime, and again 18-0 at the end of the third quarter. So
and remember the first half was basically 2 plays.
Yeah. Diaz, the snap was low, and this one's a line drive, but it's good. So that makes it 39-0, and we'll take a quick break. Bryan Station in control here on Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So running clock here at Lafayette genuinely means running clock. It's scored as a touchdown, and the clock has run off about another minute since as we get ready for the kickoff. Diaz. Short kick this time. Goes to about the 18 for Richardson. Richardson dives out to around the 30-yard line. Tackle that time by Raymond Young. Again, we got a guy who scores a touchdown, and he's down there covering a kick. So, you know, I like that. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's using your players, instead of them stand on one side and standing and
well, you don't want this ego thing that you're too good to play special teams. Frankly, it's a privilege to play special teams. You can make as much impact there as you can anywhere.
Well, my favorite saying when we score a touchdown, don't give it back.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize special teams huge, field position and everything you're doing. So
much like defense in baseball, sometimes it's hard to quantify, but it's massively important.
Very much so.
32-yard line where the Generals will start.
And they've changed their quarterback, correct?
I believe it's still Harrison Stevens in the Wildcats set here.
Yes, it is.
That snap was a little off sideways, but he hands it off. Back with a nice carry out to about the 40-yard line. Richardson on the run. The tackle by Logan Smith.
We got someone down for Lafayette. Can't see his number.
Yeah. We'll take a quick break as they sort this out. 39-0 Bryan Station here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Injured player has been helped off. Mason Johnson, the guy who we're making his way to the sideline, looks like he's going to be all right, but certainly wish him well.
And that's the sad thing right now is, the injury, Carpenter, and any type of injury at the end of a game, anytime, but even at the end of the game is tough. And Bryan Station's still bringing the heat. He breaks the line.
Stevens, they hand it off on a nice play out to about the 46-yard line. Good pickup. Tyree Richardson on the carry again. Tackle that time by C.J. Lewis for Station. Seeing some young guys. Tyree Richardson, a freshman running back out there, number 23. Good carry.
One more Jesse Clark.
There you go. A little underneath play. See if it works. It does not. Tried to sneak one there through Cole Locklear to get some yardage, and C.J. Lewis tracked him down.
Right. You love watching the young kids play. Because they're like, Coach, put me in.
A chance to start making your statement.
That's
the thing about it.
See the future.
My heart goes out to those young men for the Generals tonight, who this will be their final minute and change of high school football. Stevens on the carry left. Stevens picks his way up to about the 49, and that's going to be all.
Well, people don't understand that's something you've been doing since and your career could be over.
Yeah.
Playing football at the next level when you're a senior, and you've been doing it since the 7th grade, or 7 years of age, excuse me. Not 7th grade, but 7 years of age.
Harrison Hayden on the tackle. Now, I didn't play football, but I'll never forget my last high school baseball game. I grounded out to second base to end the game, and I felt about 10 years older when my foot hit first base 2 steps behind that throw, because I knew that was it. I wouldn't do that again, and you don't get that back. unfortunately.
Right. But you enjoy it when you can.
Oh, you do.
And then you have nothing but the greatest memories.
And the stories are almost as fun as doing it. Stevens swarmed under, and that's going to be probably the last play from here.
But the blessing thing about that, you got a young man beside you, and so you'll smile watching him do his thing.
Absolutely. You know it. Charles Farley on the tackle, and that's the final one. The clock ticks down. Bryan Station going to move on. They'll get Frederick Douglass next week. 6th win for the Defenders. Again, Frederick Douglass coming up next week. Hopefully have that for you on Glycod. 39-0 Bryan Station the win tonight. We'll be back to recap it and tell you tonight's most outstanding players.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Bryan Station, a 39-0 winner over Lafayette. A well-played game, and a reminder from us that tonight's scoreboard is presented by Fast Signs. Make a statement. Appreciate them bringing us all of those scores throughout. And plenty of action here. It was 12-0 at half, 18-0 after 3, but then it finishes up at 39-0. And a quick look at the sheet just shows that it was really all about that fourth quarter. Final yardage, 345-40, but a lot of that came late as Station really just leaned into the running game. They ended up with 35 rushes for 296 yards, and, you know, a lot of that came on big chunk plays, but big chunk or not, that still ends up being an awfully impressive line. And, you know, this is a thing where Station lost to Frederick Douglass, I guess 3 weeks ago, yes, 27-10. But Jordan Haskins wasn't a quarterback in that game, and it will be interesting to see the Broncos then adjust to what the defenders can bring to bear on them coming out of this game.
Well, you said it, Joe, perfect, because Haskins was not a quarterback, and he makes a bigger difference than Carpenter did. He throws the ball, he's running the ball, he's doing what he's supposed to do. It's amazing. And a lot of stops for Lafayette's defense, but then all of a sudden a big run.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just a struggle there, 40 total yards for Lafayette, and then the 4 turnovers. And that obviously was something they couldn't do. I mean, we talked about that from the outset. There was a nice drive there in the third quarter where they were able to move it down to about the 35-yard line, but it never quite came together for the Generals. Their defense did a good job counterpunching. They gave up a few big plays, but again, 12-0 at the half, 18-0 after 3. The defense really hung in there and kept giving the offense chances, but at some point the defense just kind of got bent back too much, and that's how you get that final bulge to 39-0, a game that really was a lot closer than that score for most of the action.
Very much so, and Johnson hit it when he needed to. And, they stopped him, but they kept feeding him, and then eventually he broke off quite a bit. What did he end up with?
10 carries for $144. Now, 124 of those came on 2 plays, but he'll take it, and certainly the defenders will take it. We're going to step aside now, have a word from our sponsors. We'll be back to recap the scoring for you and then tell you tonight's most outstanding players. Get you ready for playoff week 2. It's November. It's that time. Stay tuned with us here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back, 39-0 the final. Now a look at tonight's scoring summary brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. As far as the scoring summary, of course, it was 12-0 at halftime in the third quarter. Late in the third quarter, actually, it was still 12-0 for a long time. It was Jordan Haskins who broke free. In the same way that I jinxed a young man at Mayo, I already counted 80-some yards on a punt return, and then he ended up getting taken down at the 5. I jinxed our coverage of Jordan Haskins because the play started without us, and I said, here's a touchdown. And it was 63 yards. 2-point play failed. It was 18-0 at that point with 2:54 to go. And opening the fourth quarter, Raymond Young with a 14-yard scoring run. Diaz makes the extra point, makes it 25-0. And at the 10-minute mark, Braden Payne catches a 15-yard touchdown pass from Haskins. Diaz again on the kick, 32-0. And then with 5:21 to go, Avery Johnson strikes again. He had a 72-yard run to open the scoring. He had a 52-yard run to finish the scoring. 39-0. And again, Cisco, the fourth quarter kind of flies by and piles up. But a game where Lafayette's got a lot of things, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, to hang their hat on. And there are some young men there who made some real strides tonight and have some things to build on. And then Station, again, it's a new season. What happened 3 weeks ago doesn't mean a thing now. And next week they get Frederick Douglass. And step into the ring and measure your shots and take your chances.
Well, you can't beat the environment it's going to be, because it'd be the opportunity for Lexington School to beat Frederick Douglass for the first time since school's history, and then also Bryan Station, who's been knocking at the door for many times in the past. So right now they're well balanced. I hope Carpenter is fine. The backup quarterback, number 17, that went out, looks like an ankle injury. I hope he's fine, and everybody up. The young man that got got ejected from the game. I hope that situation evolves itself and it becomes positive for next week.
Absolutely. We were able to confirm Aaron Cano, number 33, was the player involved. And you see some of the big plays for Station. And, the thing about it, Station will be ready. Frederick Douglass doesn't miss a lot either. They're a program that they have built a lot in a hurry. And Nathan McPeak, they played yesterday, so Nathan McPeak might have been here tonight. If not, he probably had a set of eyes somewhere who are bringing him up to speed at this moment, and it'll be a great one next week with the Defenders and the Broncos.
Yeah, well, he was probably here because the greatest thing about him, he has a very, very understanding wife. So she probably encouraged him to be here to watch. So that's a blessing. It's going to be a fantastic game next week with two city schools and that's been battling. And it's going to be exciting and a lot of unbelievable running attack next week.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot on the line. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll come back, tell you tonight's most outstanding players. Bryan Station winner over Lafayette, 39-0 here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
39-0 Bryan Station a winner. A time to tell you tonight's most outstanding players. They are presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. And it's a tough one here for Bryan Station because got to turn down some excellent candidates. Avery Johnson, 10 carries for 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. And a lot of nights that would take care of it, but we couldn't quite justify going away from him. Ethan Thomas had a big game, 6 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 2 of them sacks. We actually talked a little bit about him. He would have been a good candidate, but at the end of the day, had to go with QB1. Jordan Haskins, 9 rushes, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Threw a touchdown, also had an interception. So 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air, and then a nice pick off a deflection. Jordan Haskins had to get it. Lafayette, a tough night. Their quarterback, Gio Kondo, it was just 7 for 21 for 36 yards. He did eclipse 2,000 yards for the season. Jackson Grant's got a couple of passes and did a nice job punting the ball. Always like him. But we're going to go with one of the seniors on defense tonight for Lafayette. The defense really stood tall for them, and Landon Baker, a big part of that. He had 8 tackles and 1.5 tackles for loss, and he was one of the seniors. And, you know, have seen this Generals team make some substantial strides. This is 4 years for Coach Lawson. So this class he's seen through, and a lot to be proud of with these seniors. And Landon Baker, one of those guys, a tip of the hat to all of them because they have elevated things here, and I think it'll just continue.
Right, and I think the thing you just said on Joe makes sense is people want more. Mm-hmm. When you know, and that's takes place all over the United States in sports, and Lawson's done a fantastic job. And they've got a future coming. Like I keep saying, they got a very good young group of young guys, and so just you know, stay with the wheel.
That's it.
And success is going to come. There's no question because they got the right head man in charge, John Lawson.
Do. Bryan Station moves on to Frederick Douglass. That's next week. Normally we would review the schedule, but right now it's all TBA, so encourage you to follow us, glycod.com or on X at Glycod. That's GLICOD, and we will keep you updated. I would think it's highly likely that Bryan Station at Frederick Douglass will be one of our games, but don't let me talk too much out of school. Follow it on X or on the website, and you will see for sure. Want to thank my team, Jackson Miller, my producer, Cisco Bryant, my analyst, John Strange on the camera, Ryan Cox, my spotter. I'm Joe Cox. Thanks for watching, and good night from Lafayette High School, where Bryan Station, a 39-0 winner, Week 1 of the Kentucky playoffs. Good night, and take care.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt. Keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. The right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.